Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, ghouls and goblins, because we're coming up close to the Halloween season. We're back here at the Inside the Square Circle for a part two and a tarot card reading with the Belle Witch herself. She is right here.
Hello.
Hello.
Woo! I would
Let's
wave.
take the queen.
God save the queen.
So,
Well, they did.
well, since we were talking about this off air, and we are going to be talking about a little bit of paranormal while she does a tarot card reading too. You have a theory about Miss Queen Elizabeth. So, what's your theory?
Well, I think that, and this was shared by a friend that's also very, very insightful, who I would say has the sight. Sorry, guys, I'm working on something down here, but I'm here. I think that the idea is that she would die on 6/6 or 9/9, and die at age 96.
Yeah, I saw several people on social media yesterday saying that thought she was already dead.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of like one of those things where you got to ask, like Dick Clark, how long has he been dead? Is he dead? Keith Richards is still kicking. I just have to ask from time to time, are they dead?
Right.
But I do think they've been doing like a Weekend at Bernie's thing with her, and definitely with her. What the hell? What in the corpse hell is going on with that husband of hers? Is he even alive? Who knows?
Well, what's interesting too is that a lot of people don't like to talk about it, and some people think of this as a conspiracy theory, but the New World Order does a lot of things behind the scenes. And I actually agree with you.
They
I
do
think
a lot of things in the front of the scenes too.
front of the scenes too. I think Queen Elizabeth's been dead for a while.
Yeah. I didn't really, and as superstitious as I might seem, I'm pretty skeptical, especially of, things that are conspiracy theory type things. But, I got this one friend out in Australia, and he's just fucking brilliant. And he said that to me yesterday, and I about fell out of my chair. Because I was like, you know what? You might be right, you crazy bastard. So I definitely would have to agree with that. If I would also like to request that when I die, don't tell anybody. Wait until it's like a cool number or something scary like that, and then be like, yeah, she's dead now, and then just like pretend like I died on a cool date. I don't know, like pick one.
Okay.
Pick something a conspiracy theory-ish for me.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, who's gonna take care of all those fucking corgis? She has
That's
all
a
those
good
dogs.
question. I feel bad for her dogs.
Yeah.
I felt bad for her dogs when she was alive.
Right?
Well, I'm kind of kidding.
No, you weren't.
Well,
Be honest.
Here's my thing about her son Charles. I still think that he's the one that had Princess Diana murdered.
Oh yeah, I think just about everybody thinks that. I mean, if someone doesn't at least consider that as a possibility, come on, like he hated her guts,
Yep.
because he hates himself. Oh, that's a different podcast. Yeah, I think definitely, yeah, they needed to get rid of her. She caused too much trouble. Meghan Markle, you did a good job by leaving. They're gonna get you next.
What the
So apparently, adrenochrome is a hell of a drug. Huh.
What's a drug?
Adrenochrome?
Adrenochrome. I'm sorry. Adrenochrome is a hell of a drug. Somebody Google it that's got hands to do that with. I'm trying to fix a nail or two here so that you guys don't have to be distracted whenever I'm holding up cards.
I'm going to look it up.
Well, Procco Hill is one of my buddies. He's really big in conspiracy theories, and he was spot on. He was almost spot on with the Super Bowl last year. The only thing he didn't have was he had the Cleveland, Ohio team instead of Cincinnati, but still he had the Rams, and an Ohio team still face Los Angeles in the Super Bowl. So he's pretty smart on figuring out these things.
I've noticed, there are people who have, when we get into the paranormal later, it's really more of like, some people are just so insightful, and they pick up on patterns very quickly.
That when I die, I want to be cremated
and put in chili at the wake. That I want.
Now I hope I die first.
Everybody, there's a dick in chili.
There's a dick in the chili.
The one thing I've always wanted to do, and I tell Mel this, is that next time you go to like somebody's house party, I want to go do the whole thing from Old School and be like, and when you knock on the door and someone answers, go like, "I'm here for the gangbang."
Do it. Just do it don't. I was going to say do it. Go trick or treating. That's a terrible context to do that. Don't do that. Yes, definitely. Okay, one more nail to go, you guys, and then we can rock and roll. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's been a day.
There's actually
what I'm more concerned about than anything else is our laptop overheating and literally shutting down for like 10-15 minutes.
Okay.
Why would that happen? I promised you guys I would not cause any more natural disasters.
Oh no! It's not that. We just have an old laptop, and it's the thing next to the fan or whatever has been having PMS lately.
Oh crap! Well, like, Kev, get down there and blow on it.
I've already given it a couple, duster blow effects. So
yeah.
So put a fan under the fan, and it'll be that'll be your only fans.
We should be okay. We should be okay.
I don't want to change off the subject though, but she made an interesting point to me the other day when we were making lunch. She was like, "Why do they call it a blowjob when you're not really blowing on something?"
I've tried that. I thought it was a lot funnier than the other person thought it was, but yeah.
I'm just saying, why did they call it a blowjob when you're not blowing on the person? I'm just saying. You're not
doing it, and that's why this whole life is a lie, you guys. Just everything's just none of this is real.
Well, it's like for example, it's like when they say that you are driving on a parkway, but you're parking on a driveway.
Fucking oxymorons.
Yeah, it's like when they're absolutely. They're the oxymorons. Okay. All right, enough with my
job.
Maybe a vacuum
job. Hold on.
Yes, I like that a little bit more.
Vacuum job.
A vacuum job. Hey, honey, you want to give me a vacuum job?
Hoover.
What?
Just call it a Hoover. There was a girl I went to school with, and that was her nickname. And it wasn't me.
And Laura knows what Laura knows what I'm talking about here. The high school that me and you went to, Laura, there was
$5 on Powerade.
There was tons of story of girls doing stuff in the men's bathroom, doing stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. And there was also like a pool on the roof and elevator tickets and tickets to the gun show and fights every day. And like one time it looked like some dude was crowd surfing. That's how many people jumped him in the cafeteria. That was high school. Nowadays, kids would crap a brick if that happened. They just look at each other wrong and they're triggered. But hell yeah. Yeah, if you couldn't fight, you couldn't go to Hunters Lane High School, period. I remember being terrified to go there as a freshman. I
graduated in 2001, so I got out.
I got out in 02. I served my time and got out in 02.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let y'all do the math. You pattern finding people. Trying to get it to where you guys can kind of see this whenever it's time. Not this. We're going to read. Okay, let's do this. I'm here, you guys. Sorry, like 45 minutes late.
No, we're fine. We're all good. Everybody's maybe it's okay.
Okay, well, if something happens, we're good.
Are we ready to
It won't be me. If something happens this time.
It won't be you at all.
It won't be you. No.
It will not be me. It will not be me. I would like to go ahead and give a shout out to a special friend of mine, Trey, who definitely wanted to be here and is really bummed that they can't be. So Trey, we missed you here, and whenever you listen, no doubt, whenever this gets published or whenever it's ready for your published. I don't know. I'm blah, 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 blah. That's for you. Okay. I need to just back it up a little bit. Been in a hurry all day. Yeah. Shout out to Trey. Trey's awesome. Shout out to Sean Gaines. Shout out to Mr. Yang. I just pulled those up because shout out to Rob Bell. You're the shit. You're the jam. The rest of you suck. Next. Mad people.
Shout out. Also, I'd like to do a special shout out to the Queen. God save the Queen.
Long live the Queen.
Long live the Queen.
Yeah, long live the Queen. I wonder who got her gold. What was it? A Wii? Nintendo Wii? She played it all the time.
I would think either.
Who knows?
I think either Harry or.
Well, they have
William
they
got
have
it.
a huge family, so.
Or grandson probably had it, Or
Yeah.
grandson probably had it.
Huge family, small gene pool. Not making any fans in the UK right now, I'm sure.
There's a lot of people in England. There's a lot of people in England who don't like that family, and that's.
Well, yeah. I mean, nobody. Yeah. Jeez. Okay, I need to clear my aura. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I don't want to be thinking about Queen Elizabeth and her scary teeth. I say that, and then I have like the fangs too. But like every time she smiled, it looked like she was going to eat your face. Like I'd be terrified if that was my mother-in-law. She's like the quintessential mother-in-law. All right, guys, let's get rolling. I'm here for it. I'm just going to shuffle while you guys do your thing.
I'm gonna let you read them.
No, you start first.
Oops, excuse me.
Do you want to use the stuff that I wrote down, or do you just want to ask your own for the moment? I mean, this is just guidelines.
Why don't you guys just fight, like duke it out, and then somebody ask a question. I took over.
What I would like to find out is, how is my health going to be in the next 5 years?
Okay, all right. That's a question that I think. Well, I don't want to know mine, but most people do. And just you want that to be just like an overall in general, or is there something specific that you have in mind? You don't have to tell me what it is or tell the audience what it is, but is there something specific that you're really thinking about when you ask that question?
Well, it's my family. Well, in my family, there's a lot of them have heart issues on my mom and dad's side. So maybe I'm just trying to figure that out. I know I'm keeping myself in pretty. I know I'm keeping myself in pretty good condition now. I'm just trying to. I know that you control your own. Sometimes you control your own destiny with things, but I just would like to know.
I mean, yeah, you do to some extent, and then there's just some shit that you just can't, Yeah. I wanted to make sure you guys could kind of see what I was doing here. Sometimes we just got to mix them up. So let's see. I'm going to pull one. Yeah, we'll start with the one card. I know that's pretty elementary, but that's a pretty direct question. Kind of puts a lot of pressure on the tarot. The tarot's talking to me like, no, bitch, you're the one with the pressure on you. They're super mixed up. I just do this as like a meditative practice to think and open my mind to whatever messages. My jingling earrings are like distracting the shit out of me. I'm feeling for energy. It's somewhere in here. Okay. Drum roll, please. That sounded like a ridiculous beatbox or
Try to do the thing the thing that what's his face does on a Christmas Vacation.
so Stop. Go stop. You're knocking me off. Okay. Hilarious. I love y'all. Okay, so in the next, we'll say in the next human years, okay? And what we have drawn, Kevin, is that I'm going to hold this up and let you, actually, I'm not going to zoom in because that's a pain in the ass for me. I want you to look. Can you see kind of what's going on there?
In a hand.
A bird in a hand.
So you're going to get bird flu next year and turn into a bird. That's what's going to happen. Actually, no, this is a 6 of wands, which that's interesting to me because wands are a fire element. Okay. So when we're dealing with the wands, we're dealing with the element of fire. And I mean, it's pretty, man, I wish you guys could take a screen cap of that and just kind of loop it down in the corner so people can see. The imagery is so important in tarot. So the 6 in any suit of tarot is going to be every suit. I have to break this down real quick. Every suit, wands, cups, aces, jacks, spades. None of those are tarot cards. Anyway, all swords. Oh, they go from your kings, queens, prince or pages, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, through 10, or 9. Anyway, I haven't slept all night. The 6, it denotes a journey. The first card in any suit is going to be the beginning of a journey. When we get to 6, we are kind of in a place where our stability has been established with 4, threatened with 5, and now we are still fighting it off with 6. So even though this is a really cute little picture of a pretty bird, I want you to look one more time at this, Kevin. Look how worried this bird. This is not me just being silly like normal. Can you see at all how worried that bird looks? That's a worried ass bird. Look at his eyeball. He's like, he's like, I got that crown on, man. I got what I need. I'm in that hand. There's a laurel wreath tattooed on the hand's wrist here. He's resting on his laurels. He's resting on someone else's laurels, and he's got a die, dice die. He's got coins. He's hoarded all of his things in his nest, and he's being held by what he thinks is the hand of God. But then all around him are all of these black birds with eyes on all of them watching him, wanting to take it away. So what does this have to do with your health? First of all, your heart. The heart chakra is a fire element also. So I had a strong feeling that we would draw a wands card for sure when you said heart. And we did. And I think you probably said it best. It is in your control, but I mean, I don't want you to stress out and Google about it and think you have a tumor, but, or something, not that you would do something like that, but, I want you to be careful. And I don't want it to catch you off guard because these little bastard birds are about to catch this dude off guard, and he's going to have to fight when it comes to the 7th wand card that comes after it. Okay. And then we go through the process. So that breaks it down a little bit for viewers. If I didn't make you guys go to sleep, if I did, this is ASMR.
No, you're fine.
So, but yes, so it's going to be up to you, and it's going to require you to be vigilant, but not paranoid. Okay. And it most likely does have to do with your heart. So watch your blood pressure, eat Quaker oats every day. It's the right thing to do. Get you a Wilford Brimley mustache going on there, and you'll be good.
Just pretty much just do my cardio and things I've been doing. Just be vigilant.
Yeah. Take care. I mean, make sure that you're doing all the things that you can to take care of that. And your circulatory system in general, even though that's really an air element, all of the things, don't smoke, don't drink a load of alcohol, just take care of yourself, and
I do need her.
Good. And nobody tell his achy breaky heart I just don't think it understands. It might blow up the kill button. Woo! Woo! So that was a really good start. Another good, if I may suggest, a past, present, and future is another good kind of question where you get to draw more than one card, and I can tell you a cumulative answer based on those two.
Well, I'm going to let Mel go now. There's a way.
All right, Mel. No pressure, no pressure.
No pressure now.
Well, this has been a question I've been wanting to know the answer to for quite a while now, because it's something that I've wanted for a long time. And
yes, I will go out with you.
Huh?
I said yes, I will go out with you. Okay, next question.
Well, you know, wine and a nice candlelit dinner is fine. Anyway,
No, I want to go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac. What are you talking about? You don't know me.
Well, first of all, that was the pre-stages of shit. Come on, I didn't even get to that good stuff.
No, you got to go straight for it, and you got to fart roll out on the first date too, just so you can get it out of the way. See if the two of you are going to make it.
Yeah. Well, here is the question that I have. This is the that I've been wanting to know. Does my future have anything? Am I going to get pregnant?
Is you gonna have babies? Okay.
Yes, I want to have.
Well, I want to know this too.
I just want to have one. I want to start out with one. I just want to know if I'm going to be okay. Like as a woman, I want to be able to know that nothing terrible is going to happen to me, or if I'm even going to be able to get through childbirth.
So your question is, so we know you want to, you would be happy if you were able to be a mom.
Pregnant,
but you are concerned, again, a health concern, right?
Yes.
Because, we are at the age where, I'd shit a brick if I got pregnant. I'd be like, I'm too goddamn old for this. Because I feel old and I partied too hard. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, you want to know. Okay, so not if you will become pregnant, or you want to know if you would, and if you would be okay if so.
Basically, I want to know if there's a child in my future.
Okay. Now, if I pull the Fool card, then I really will shit a brick. That's just seems like the right card. Okay, guys, these nails are not helping me out at all. Mm-hmm. Okay, fuck it. Yeah, the tarot doesn't want me to handle it. It wants me to just pick one. I have two jumpers. Well, they were fallers. But whenever I'm doing this on a table, if something falls out, I pay attention to it. Two fell. I'm going to draw two. And it's going to be the ones that just came out. Okay. The jumpers, and that's a good thing. I just sound ominous because it used to be a man or whatever.
Dun, dun, dun.
So are you, I would say this would be the possibility of having a child or, oh shit. And then, would you be okay to do that physically, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we have, to your first question, do not let this freak you out. This is actually a good thing. This means the opposite of what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. So we have death.
Okay.
Okay. We have the death card. Death means rebirth and new life. So I think the tarot thought it was funny that I made the comment about the Fool card because that one literally means a child. And it said, no, bitch, I got one better. Yeah. If you definitely want to do that, then it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. And you know what's really cool about this one? Look again. Look, there's a person inside a person.
Oh yeah, I just now noticed that. Okay.
It's a person within a person. And then look, what does this remind you of? The halo. Yeah. The Virgin Mary.
Oh wow.
So you're going to have an immaculate conception. Sorry, Kev. It's not going to be your baby. It's going to be this guy's. or this girl's. Like, how far does that even go? Yeah. I would say yes. I think the tarot is telling me that, yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, if you really want something bad enough, you're going to make it happen anyway. But it's harder when we're older, obviously to conceive and have kids. But I think this is a yes, and I can't wait to be an auntie. Let's go right now. Yeah. Congratulations in advance.
Well, thank you.
Well, you're so welcome. Y'all are all welcome. That's going to be the cutest damn baby. I'm going to babysit it all the time. Babysit it. And it's not. Whatever, I'm not going to choose its gender. Oh, shit. Let's not get into that. And then, so will you be okay? So this one's interesting. It's the 8 of Swords. Again, we have to look at the pictures. Hold on. Let's see.
It looks like an octopus with legs.
Yep. So that means you're going to have 8 kids. You're going to be octomom. It's actually a woman's hair that is long. And it is like tendrils, like octopus, all the way around 8 swords. So the 8 denotes we were threatened for everything to be taken away with number 6, right? Like with Kev. 7, we're fighting them off. 8, we are still in the middle of the struggle, and in 9 we will win, and etc. So battle's almost over. So what this tells me is that, yes, you can and you will conceive a child, and you will be physically okay. But swords denotes mental. So you're going to have 8 kids and they're going to drive you crazy, but your hair is going to be really long and lovely and wondrous. Look at those luscious locks just wrapped around all the swords. Is she a ninja? What's going on here? I don't know. I don't pull this one very often. Death does come often. She's blindfolded. So yeah, most definitely. I say these things out loud for people that like can't see it or driving, so that they can kind of see what's going on too. Yeah. So she's still battling. She's still tied up. You may have, I would go ahead and say maybe postpartum depression, and go ahead and preempt that, be aware that that's a possibility for you.
That's why
I had it. There's no shame in it. It's totally conquerable. But yeah, you're gonna push that baby out, but take care of this, okay?
And that's why with the postpartum depression, you have me to help out.
That's absolutely right. Oh, okay. Yes, that's right. That's absolutely right, and that helps a lot whenever you have a wonderful partner. Or any kind of, wonderful help in your life. Damn, raising kids is no joke. Take it from somebody who did it by themselves not against their will, but what happened. Yeah. So I've been doing it for 13 years, and it's wonderful, but it's definitely something you want a stable partner to help you out with, for sure.
Well, no doubt.
So, and you've got a great one, you guys. Okay, well, let's just get off this podcast and go ahead and get started so we can go ahead and have babies now.
Right?
Maybe Kev's going to get so stressed out about it that he might have heart palpitations. Maybe that's what the whole thing's telling us. In the next year, you will get pregnant. You will lose your mind just a little bit, and you're going to have high blood pressure.
Well, high blood, yeah, that's probably normal there.
Both of those, the postpartum depression, the high blood pressure. I mean, it's stressful. It can be because you're always in survival mode. You're taking care of another human being. I'm excited, you guys. Congratulations. Now you have to get pregnant so I won't be wrong and people won't think I'm some kind of charlatan.
Right? No, you have to make it happen no matter what.
It really is a chancy thing, though. The older that you get. I mean, if we were like 20, it would just be like you could look at someone and then boom, that's it. I'm pregnant.
Well, my mom told me probably sometime last year, something that scared the shit out of me. She's like, well, when I was around your age or so, I just stopped getting, my stuff and everything. So like, if you continue to take this long trying to get your shit together with, having a baby and making me a grandma.
Oh.
She's like, you're never gonna get pregnant. And I'm like, what? I mean, she just put the fear in me that like, unless I start doing something about it, I'm like, it's not that I haven't been doing something about it. I have. Life gets in the way though, occasionally,
Life gets in the way occasionally. I love that. I'm getting that tattooed like right here. Life gets in the way occasionally. It's like, but yeah, no, that's absolutely perfect. That is no regrets. It's gonna be backwards and
No,
shit.
no regrets.
No regrets. No rugrats. No, all the rugrats. No
Yes.
regrets.
All the regrets in the world.
All right.
Now it's your turn.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, okay, we're doing it. Yeah, for sure. I'm here for it.
What
Y'all
is-
write this down just in case something happens to the internet after
Oh, I've got it in my
somebody
phone.
else famous fake dies.
Oh, you're good. I've got it in my phone, so in case something happens or whatever.
Well, I don't think I'll ever forget this particular reading.
I know that I'm 40 now, but will I, at some point, find the right career path that I need to go on?
Oh, I have the same question. That's a really good one too. I was trying to think of what I would ask too, because I rarely read for myself. I always read for others. I want to know too. A career path, like a you gonna figure out what you want to be when you grow up eventually, right? Like you.
Yeah, I mean, I can't be a Toys R Us kid anymore. I mean, that's just.
But you know what you can be?
Hmm.
A whole ass Toys R Us if you want to, because we're grown ass people and we can buy all the toys we want, and then resell them on eBay.
I mean, I had dreams, and I had dreams back then. Just kind of, all those dreams kind of surpass when you get to an age. You're like, well, no, we can't do that now.
I was, I think about that every day, to be honest, personally. I do. I think about that every day. I'm like, because I'm always doing something, for a career, but it never feels like I'm ever doing anything for a career.
Right.
But is that our career? Is that what it is? Is this what this is? Okay. Is Kev gonna settle on a career path at any time?
It doesn't matter what career path it is. Just
Okay. The universe hears you. The tarot hears you. I need to feel for this one, okay? Give me a minute. Something under my thumb is making a pulse. I know my thumb has a pulse in it. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's this one right here. I know you guys think that's crazy. Like you just know, you can feel them. You can feel them. Okay, so Kev. Yes, you are going to be RuPaul. RuPaul's Drag Race. Start your engine. RuPaul's Drag Race.
I'll work it.
I'll teach you how to do your makeup because people ask me if I'm a real girl all the time. And yeah, for sure. No, the Empress. Thanks, Tarot. You're just repeating the same crap we just said. That's not really helpful. Actually, it kind of reinforces it. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I mean, look, you've got, so the Empress, it's almost like a queen, but it's like a little more hardcore and it's like more mental. So, and the Empress also denotes creativity. You're going to own whatever you do. You will settle on a path, but it's going to be something that you're going to be your own boss at. Okay. You're going to be the emperor. Well, there's an emperor card. You're going to be the empress. It's actually more powerful than the emperor. Start a business. Start a business in something creative. You're already doing it. Keep going. I would say continue on the path that you're doing right now. I would.
So I'm going to be the Empress with the black tutu. All right.
RuPaul
There you go.
Yeah.
Where did the black tutu from?
I don't know.
You made it up. You put it out there.
Look at that flowy dress, though. Can we just talk about? Look at that freaking hair.
I think I would look good in that
Should
dress.
buy A&W dress.
Kev, you're going to be such a pretty drag queen. I can't wait.
I know. I mean, I think
You are too, and tall. Yeah, no, you're gonna definitely own your shit. Like you already know. This means you already know.
Kev should buy A&W dress.
I'm not buying AEW. I would not want to buy AEW. No. But then again,
Was
if
that
I did,
A&W or AEW?
I was like, is this a root beer situation? Like, I don't
no.
No.
There's another wrestling company on TV that's called AEW. It's like All Elite Wrestling.
Right.
So, but me and him, we like to make fun of their fans, so we call it AEW Wrestling.
Oh,
AEW wrestling.
Yeah, so we like to poke fun at them. So
love it. Love some good shit talk for sure. Yeah, no, you're already doing what you're already doing what you're supposed to be doing. And then you're gonna have a baby. 8 of them. You guys are gonna be really freaking busy, I would say, in the next 365 days.
if there's 8 babies, if there's 8 babies, I hope 8 of them are like her and not like me when I was younger, because then at that point you'd be having minions that would be.
They're gonna be just like you. They're gonna be there, and that's what's gonna push your buttons. They're gonna be just like both of you. 8 of them. But what if it was like that movie Multiplicity starring Michael Keaton from the early 90s? Like,
Yeah.
where he kept cloning himself. And then all of a sudden one of them was just like, pizza Steve, like all the time. Pizza Steve. I do that all the time. People are like, oh, we're not with her. So yeah, I hope you guys don't get so many kids that you have a Pizza Steve situation going on, just a copy of a copy of a copy, and they just get lighter and lighter and lighter as they go.
I put a little. I guess
I'll put a chip in them all and just be like, look, it's like my thing is like Stargate or whatever. Just walk away.
I guess I'll just save a little cup of white tea and have a little hint of whiskey in it.
Well, that's there you go though. That's the catch. We already said you can't do that because your achy breaky heart won't understand.
Yeah.
So you send your whiskey to me, and I'll drink it on your behalf. Okay. Because kids will make you want to fucking drink too. They will. I love kids. It sounds like I hate kids. I love them, but I'm very real, about the experience and stuff like that. And Mel, tell your mom she can go ahead and have a kid if she's not happy with how fast you're cranking one out, and she can just go ahead and make that happen herself. Now, I don't mean any disrespect. I liked the way you used her voice. Can you do another impression of your mom again? That would be awesome.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm. I love the way that you mimicked your mom. The voice you used was amazing.
Well, the thing is, I I came out randomly out of the blue. But my mom, whenever she gives me advice about something, it's not always advice. She's like, now make sure now that, you just understand that if you do something,
that's not how you said it before. Like, you better go do it before your shit breaks down.
Well, actually, she doesn't sound like that. I was actually fucking her in a completely different way. She's actually pretty low key on things, believe it or not. I was kind of giving her more of her personality, to be honest with you.
You sounded like my mom, actually. Is really who you sounded like.
Well, your mom's voice, she's got a little hint of Brooklyn. Just a little.
Well, no, I don't think she does. I mean, she does to an extent, but it's just she's more like, look, if you don't start doing something soon, things are you're not gonna get what you want.
Well, I mean, that's just reality too, Yeah. I mean, but you tell her that we pulled the death card and it was I'm sorry, it's a what?
No, he's like, okay, it's your turn. I'm like, chill out, she's talking.
Oh, Lord,
he's being bushy.
I will totally usurp your entire show and not shut up. Just
no, you're fine. No, he's fine. Just being pushy on me.
But tell y'all, okay, look, by the end of this podcast, we're going to have a wrestling match. Now it's only appropriate.
You what now?
I was going to say, tell your mom that we drew the Virgin Mary card and that you're going to have an immaculate conception and that you will be a skeleton by the time, and you will be the first dead person to ever conceive a baby. And I'll send you the picture of that card, and you can say, "This psychopathic."
I'm gonna look like I'm gonna be dead when I have a kid. I'm gonna be alive, but I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna look like a skeleton. So you're gonna have 8 grandchildren by me and everything like that. So deal with it. I mean, I know that you're 70 years old, but I just have to get over it.
Right. Well, one of you will be dead on the outside, and then but alive on the inside because there was a living person inside the skeleton, right?
Yes.
Rebirth. We're starting anew. And so I want you guys to go ahead and give yourselves, this is the message I'm getting from the satellites or whatever that are talking to me in my head. I want you guys to give yourself permission to go ahead and kick ass and succeed. Okay. Quit fucking worrying about anything and everything else. I know you guys personally, but I'm not that. I don't know what anything, just hyper focus on what you guys need to do.
All right.
And it's okay to take that win. Go for it.
Okay. Well, I got one more. I got at least one other question for you.
Of course.
How can I make communicating with him better as far as, when it comes down to his anxiety and his depression, things like that, and how whenever he gets antsy about something, how do I approach him? How do I approach him without losing my shit? How do I approach him without losing my shit, basically? So that, when he keeps asking me the same thing over and over again about something that I've already answered like a billion times, how can I effectively communicate?
Effectively reassure
him that things are going to be okay, so that I don't go crazy.
Right. And Kev, Mel, I feel you too, because I've been on that end of it, and I also been on Kev's end of that. And when we have abandonment trauma, which I have, I speak for me, and it is something that we kind of tend to get on like a mental loop about it, and it's like, now here's my Dr. Phil segment while I'm shuffling my tarot cards. There's really nothing anybody can do or say. It's the repetition of it itself that's the comforting part. It's being heard and making sure over and over again that you are being heard and understood. And it's like you can say it 5 million different ways, and the answer itself isn't the point. It's the consistency. It's the being able to rely on somebody to be emotionally receptive to you.
Are you yawning live on camera?
Sorry.
This is ASMR. I'm telling you, I need to just stop my webcam.
Your energy, man.
No, not that at all.
So let's see what the tarot has to say. This particular deck, different decks have different personalities. This one's a smart ass, real big smart ass. I like to use this deck for that reason. It's like, oh, you're out here talking shit, bitch.
Yep.
That's hilarious. So for our jumpers, we have 4. That means you got to do it over and over and over and over again. Like reassure someone over and over and over. I'm going to give you I'm going to try to consolidate the message of the 4 that just fell out, boop, 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 onto me. Usually they fly out onto the floor when I'm standing up, but I guess these are just like falling in my lap.
Right.
Those were not about to fall either. That was crazy. All right. So first we have the 5 of discs. And then I'll go back. 5 of.
Looks like an eye. It looks like an eye with an eye.
Yeah, it's like you know what? Zooming in would probably be really good right now. Okay, so if I can get my ring lights out of the way. So it's an eye, and it's 5. It's discs in this suit or in this set, or pentacles. They mean money. They mean earth, stability. This is him. He's asking, look, you're the eyeball. You're the eyeball, Kev. And there's your hand, Mel. And Kev, you have 4 answers already. But here's Mel. And it's the same answer over and over and over again. And Mel is a Taurus. And this is obviously Earth. So it's a very Taurian card. Also, give him all the money and tell him to go shopping. That's what the pentacles are, money. So the tarot is acknowledging that what the question is with that. It's here, it's here with us on that. And then we have, well, we've got another discs. The Ace of Discs. These are so well shuffled. Oh, shit, if they're all discs. The Ace of Discs. I don't know why I keep doing this like some kind of YouTube makeup person like I used to be. Okay.
Yeah.
So, right. And so you have literally, you're an expert on this already. Okay. We know this. You've, excuse the pun, you've aced this test over and over again, Mel. The tarot understands your frustration now. I believe that it's going to tell us maybe a different approach, hopefully by the end of drawing these 4 cards. So the third one that we have is the Prince of Wands. Looks like Lil Nas X riding on a phoenix.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so, you know, I have my jokey answer first. Put his ass on a bird and set the bird on fire. That's the next step. Kev, if you ask, if you need more reassurance, the tarot has now given Mel permission to put your ass on a large, scary bird and then set it on fire. No, it's just acknowledging that what we do need is a transformation. Thank you for telling us what we already know. I'm gonna have some words with this deck when we're done with this show. I feel like okay, so fire is transformative. And maybe, and look, it's Kev again. Kev is always the little black guy in all these. Look, he was drag queen last time. That's him this time. That's you, buddy. You have to go through the fire and flames. It's not, Mel can't do it. I mean, she's doing it, you know? And I know, and I'm saying this to myself too, because I've had this, I am Kev. I'm like girl Kev. So like, it's understood. It's happening. She's literally an expert at this. She has no other answers. Now it's your turn. This is your turn. Remember that Wanda Sykes thing on Crank Anchors? This is your turn. This is your turn. Kevinian to make you're gonna have to self-immolate on the Capitol steps. Just set yourself on fire. No, it you're getting there. The Prince of Wands means that you are almost not necessarily an apprentice, but you're not a king yet, but you're on your way. But yeah, you know, the Phoenix obviously represents transformation. So it has to come from Kev. And finally, here's how you're going to effectively communicate. Are you ready? Mel, are you ready? Kev, are you ready?
Ready for you.
I really do need a real drum roll on this one. I'm going to zoom. Here's mine. Aww. You guys are this is going to be great. And you guys already know what this one means, which is perfect.
Oh. Yeah.
You see that shit right there?
So you know what that means, right?
Yes.
We need the
I'm gonna
babies.
stab you 8 times if you don't get this. Guys, I swear. Y'all are gonna, I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to say that having a kid is what's going to bring us together and make us happier or all that kind of stuff. But
it's a distraction from it gets you out of your head.
Yeah.
Having a kid gets you out of your own head because you have to worry about something else.
Somebody else.
That's what literally cured me from like obsessive thinking. Like now I just kind of obsess about my kid, you know, and I know that boundary can't be crossed. So I had to figure out a way to do something with that because I can't.
It actually
be
makes
bad for him like I would a partner, you know. Or
it actually makes sense, Laura, because last year when both her grandmothers passed away, I didn't even have a care in the world about what was going on with me. I was worried about her. Like I focused entirely on
I
her.
know for a fact that when we find out we're pregnant, he's like everything that's going on with him is just going to cease to exist because he's going to be wondering about how I'm doing all the time.
Right.
Like I'm almost going to be like, okay, I need my space for like 5 minutes, please.
Well, and that's the thing too. And you're going to have a lot of fucking swords on you. Like you're going to have like swords all over the place. I don't know why. You're just going to have a bunch of swords and and really long hair also does happen whenever you have babies. So you're going to have really long hair. You're going to be Psylocke before I become Psylocke for my cosplay. Swords and long hair, and Kev's going to be like, okay, I'll take your first answer because you are the ace. Mel, you are the ace of this. You provide. Emotional support, stability. You nailed it. Kev's turn. Mel, have a baby. Bye.
Well,
there's a sure of that one because it was super poignant.
Could you? There's a fan question on here about maybe doing a tarot card reading. It. Our buddy, the Prodigal Hill, says, "I have a question."
Oh, I see.
Which one?
Hold on a second. I'll bring it up for you.
Yeah, bring it up for him. Okay.
My cam stuff was like blocking it. Yeah, I see it on the side now. Okay.
Okay, it says, I have a question. Which one will I get banned from again first? Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube?
That's a good one. Let's see. Man, I would really have to divide this deck into certain suits, and one would have to be Twitter, one would have to be. Let's see what we can do.
Well,
Let's see if we can interpret it.
You could just combine it to you twit face.
You're gonna start your own. Okay, that's what's gonna happen.
It's called You Twit Face.
Maybe that might be the thing.
You Twit Face.
That might be the new website you create. Just mingle them all together.
I'm gonna make another OnlyFans that's just fans. I'm sure somebody's already said that before, but just like ceiling fans and desk fans and laptop fans and just
laptop.
Go ahead. Y'all can go ahead and plug that OnlyFans there in the chit chat if you can do your thing on that. I do have that if you want to do this. Here you go. All right, the Prodigal Heel. This one was a jumper too. Shit, you're gonna be a drag queen too. Man, I can't wait for this. This is gonna be awesome. This is a different one though. This is a queen of people are like, is this bitch serious? This is, let me see. Zooming on in, zooming on. Keep on zooming, extreme close up. Woo! Sorry, just kidding. All right. I hope it focuses. Focus.
Look like Snow White.
Look like a Snow White at fucking Bonnaroo or some kind of crazy shit. She's out of her chair. She's doing. Is that a baby? What's going on? Is that Bart Simpson? No, it's not. It's a chalice. Wow, I need my eyes checked. Sorry.
I work for Ghost Drag Swan Wrestling.
Little baby. Well, like the classic Rider-Waite tarot deck. That's the classic one. This one was created by the one of the actresses that played in the movie The Craft. And I don't want to be like the black one, but the black one, Rachel True. And she's also in all kinds of other wonderful things. And she's a practicing witch. And she created and designed this deck, and I prefer it over anything. It's the most intuitive deck because of the pictures that it uses, and it's easy to explain. So you're going to get banned from Pornhub. Bye. Wasn't even one of your questions, was it?
No, he didn't ask about Pornhub.
Nope, but that's what he got. So be careful on that one. No, I don't know. I mean, which one do you get? Okay, let me ask you this, Prodigal Heel. Which site do you get the most butthurt about? Answer me that. Looks like King Tut. I just saw it. Well, I'm like looking over here in the chat. If you can tell me, we'll hold on to this.
Now I need to open a Pornhub.
I'm gonna open one just so I can ban him from it.
There you go.
That's really, it's actually on the list.
Well, he's
been better hurry up on that, huh?
Well, he's been one of his profiles got banned on YouTube. He's been banned on Twitter before, and he's been banned on Facebook before. So it's.
Well, so this was.
We'll be back. I'm gonna go and get a.
Yeah, no, like so.
I'm gonna get a refill of my drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. No, she's pregnant and she has to pee real bad and she don't want to tell you.
God, I wish right now I was.
It will happen.
I know it will.
I love that. I just love how sure she is of herself. Like that's. Did you ever know that you're my hero?
She's very, She's very sure about herself on that.
So's this Queen of Cups too, man. This bitch is like, look, I've got a. It does look like kind of like a pharaoh.
He said that he can tell you which one he gets restricted on the most.
No, I want to know how you feel about it, because the Queen of Cups is a feeling. It's an emotional. So I need to know whichever one that, even if you don't get upset at all, there's got to be one that either,
Okay. He has 4 hits on Facebook, 2 on YouTube, 1 on
Again, okay. That has that. I love how you think, Prodigal Heel, but I need you to think with your feelings. Yes, they all suck. You don't have to answer us out loud here. I'm just saying, whichever one gives you the most grief, like with your like frustration, or not like you go and fucking cry in a corner or anything, but like, something jumped out at me. I think this is for me, you guys. I'm going to let you guys guess, and I'm going to let you, I want you to be as probably crass as possible. I'm about to zoom in. This one just jumped out at me. And I think it's funny because I just said I was going to open a Pornhub so that I could ban him from it. And it is, if I can hold still. Can you guys see that shit? That's really hard to see.
A naked lady.
And look at how many dudes are behind her.
There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's the nine of wands. And they're all just bending over, just worn out. Yep, I'm on the right path for sure. I don't want a mullet like that though. She's got a fucking mullet. I need to cut a mullet. Get me a mullet. Get me a porn and ban Prodigal Heel, and then I will have done my karmic duty on this planet. That's actually true. Sorry, I just saw your comment, Prodigal Heel. I just probably because those algorithms can hear us and they can hear our thoughts. So don't tell anybody. Just know it's the one that upsets you the most or fucks with you the most. Whew, you guys. I think the tarot was like, okay, Belle Witch, you need to dial it back a little bit and go back to your non-vanilla day job at this point. I'm not working today. I'm chilling with you guys. So how was your pee, Mel? Did you pee on a pregnancy test? Sorry, I'm not doing this to be weird. I'm just doing it because I am weird. It's my you know how like when you're like,
okay.
What? Kevin, you look like a penis. Take that thing down. I love how we just turned this into something super fucked up, didn't we?
Hell yeah.
I love it. Well, we got to keep the theme going here. Penis.
You have another question for her?
Any more questions or other questions?
No, I have one. But I'm going to see if he's going to go first. I have one more question, and that is it for me.
Okay. Here for it.
So you go first.
I was always kind of curious to know, what the hell did I do in a past life?
To deserve this? Or
no. No, I just wanted to know, like, what kind of like past, present, future. Yeah, that kind of, what's that?
This one, have we done your natal chart before, Kev? Do I have that in the database? I think we did, didn't we? I've done both of your astrological natal charts, I believe.
Yeah, you did my moon charts and everything.
Right, yeah. So yes, I did. I'm gonna ask the tarot this, and then I'm gonna check that, because that I can look at that and tell you immediately the gist of what you did in a past life. Wait a minute, did you say for work or just like what'd you do all day? What'd you do for fun? Or like what was your, like, were you a samurai or like what?
Yeah, I just kind of want to know what was my.
I think he wants to know like what he may have been in a past life.
Was I a soldier? Was I a cop? Was I
Were you? Well, did you see?
He was a drag queen.
a drag queen?
Exactly. I was like, did you not see the 47 drag queens we just pulled from the tarot deck? You were an empress with a fabulous floral dress and a killer like a floral afro. I don't know. Anyway, I don't have words. Just shut up, Belle. And
I was one of the drags that got killed by Jack the Ripper. Yeah, that's gonna.
Damn.
Hey, have you guys seen my Jack the Ripper piece of art above the bed? Have I shown you guys that?
No.
It's gonna be backwards because my camera's mirrored. But I'm
Is
gonna
it
do my
new
best.
or is it from when you first moved there?
I took it with me when I left my
But I
last.
think you have shown it to us, but you should show it to everybody else.
Oh, I think you did. Yeah, when we
Yes.
were helping you move. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was like, you guys. I know I didn't like.
I remember that now. Okay. Yeah. We were helping you move that day. I remember that.
There's the Belle Witch, and then over there
Yeah.
is Sweeney Todd. But yep, everybody else. This is my boyfriend Jack the Ripper. I love Jack the Ripper. It says Jack the Ripper from Hell, and it's got all of the sex workers' names on it that were recognized as victims.
Do you like Edgar Allan Poe, Belle Witch?
I do. I'm the cliche like Edgar Allan Poe fan person. As an individual, not so much, but yeah, the vibe of it and all that. Yeah. I like.
I'm ready to see what I did in the past life.
Okay, let's see. You were Edgar Allan Poe.
Okay.
That guy's story is pretty crazy. All right, I'm just gonna give this a little Cupid shuffle. Down, do you? I cut this deck a little bit because it's gonna tell us. No, you know what? I can't do that for this. I have to use all 78 cards. And guys, I'm sorry. I have like Donald Trump T-Rex hands, and they're tiny, and these cards are huge. Let me just. Land before time over here.
T-Rex making your bed.
My worst fear are dinosaurs. I hate dinosaurs. Okay. Sorry it takes me so long to do this, but you want to do it right. No jumping. Why are yours always at the bottom? Like I can feel like it's like a pull straight from the bottom of the deck every time, no matter what I do.
You're him or me? What?
It's this one right here. You were Naomi Campbell in your past life. You're Naomi Campbell. The magician. The magician, ladies and gentlemen. And prodigal heels and turkeys. Didn't PK Ballard say they were a turkey at one point? I thought I saw that, or maybe.
Yeah, it was PK Valor saying, "Quick, I'm a turkey." Quack, I'm a turkey. Well,
so I'm gonna. So the magician. You weren't maybe necessary. You were Harry Houdini. Okay, look. Period. Bye. No. The magician just represents like mastery of all of the things. So mastery of the elements. But also someone who can manipulate and I don't want to say delude. You were really good. You're probably a used car salesman. Let's just be honest. And that's really what it was. You're just like, hey, I'm going to sell you some shit. And I look like, did I say Naomi Campbell? Because I meant Nev Campbell. I think I said that. I think I said Naomi Campbell.
You said Naomi Campbell.
I sure as shit did. What in the hell? I can't believe I remembered that I said it wrong 52 hours later.
Nah, you're good.
Man, I'm going to send you a picture that I just like. I need like a thing where I can just bloop it up here so everybody can see. Okay, now wait. I want to look at your natal chart real quick. Pull that up.
Well, what's great about that is the fact that I could have been the past Chris Angel, musician.
Maybe.
Like Houdini.
There you go.
I didn't agree with that.
I know, I was kidding.
No, you
Or maybe
weren't.
like sword swallower. I love sword swallowers. I don't know what my thing is with men that wield weapons and die or kill people. Okay, I'm looking this up real quick. And as I'm doing that, Mel, if you wanted to go ahead with yours.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you had another question?
I had one more, and that was it.
Or is it the babies inside of you talking?
It's the baby inside of me. The baby inside of me talking is asking you where you see me, where I see myself, what's going to happen to me in the next 5 years.
Is that real? That's a brilliant question.
Yeah.
Wait, so you are asking the tarot on behalf of your future child. Is that what, did I get that right?
Yeah.
Naomi Campbell? Nev Campbell? I don't know who I am anymore. Y'all got me on a rough day. I hope nobody's listening. Everybody's gonna listen. Everybody on my shit's gonna listen to it. Sorry guys. They know how silly I am. Let's see here. Sorry, it's taking just a minute. I have to go. I have like over 100 natal charts saved.
He's just throwing up all the comments all at one time, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get them out.
Who the Hillary Kill list?
Well, one of them has a question too later, but I'll wait till you get done with
Yeah, put that in the queue there. I just want to check this out real quick, and then I'm going to pull that. This is important, though, because I want to verify as a skeptic myself. I'm a skeptical tarot reader. Let's see here. Why can't I? Stored Astro at it. Now, if it's not in here and you can't pull it up, I don't know. I think I might have sent it to you on Facebook Messenger or something, Kev, but or maybe your text. If you don't have it saved and I don't have it saved, then we're going to have to verify this later. But I think it's still in here. Sure is. Wait a minute. It is, but there was two there. There was two. There was a Kevin and Kevin. Oh, no, they're both you. Wonder what. Did you ask me to do your natal chart twice? These were done on different dates, and they had the exact same information. One says Kev, one says Kevin. Maybe Mel did. I'm going to start a fight between you guys before this is over with, because I want to see a show. Throw down before you get pregnant, and you can't. I'm not condoning domestic violence. This is a wrestling-themed podcast. It is consensual, and it is also mostly acting. I say that until I go ahead and try it myself and get my ass whipped. All right. Let's see. Was the tarot correct about what Kev did in his past life? He did something where he was very influential, we see, as Nev Campbell was in the hit movie Scream and whatever that fucking TV show she was on. So your south node or your north node of your chart was in, yeah. So, yep. Yeah, that does resonate a little bit. Okay. So by going off of the north node in your chart now, you go to the opposite side of the chart and you look at where that area is, and that will tell you what you did last time you were here. You definitely did something where you influenced people, because now you're more of like a loner, Dottie, a rebel. You kind of stay at home and not isolate, but you're more of a lone wolf in this lifetime. No, you weren't in the last lifetime. Your shit was straight up in the witchcraft house and the public persona area. So you may have actually been a magician. This magician's neck is really, really short, and she's kind of cross-eyed, and this is weird. Sorry, Rachel, true. Maybe it's supposed to be. Maybe you were a cross-eyed magician last time.
That was Jimmy Hoffa in a past life. What the fuck?
I was Jimmy Hoffa, too. Haven't we all been Jimmy Hoffa?
Yes.
I think we're all Jimmy Hoffa.
I was a hermit. I was an oracle that lived in a cave, and people came to for answers to things, which means...
to be honest with you, Laura, this makes a lot of sense, because a lot of people don't notice about me, but I am really a lone wolf in real life. Like, I really don't.
I'm more of a lone wolf than he is, but that's beside the point.
But you're not competitive about it at all.
What?
I said you're not competitive about it at all.
Yeah, I know.
I'm more of a lone wolf.
I mean,
Who's more of a loner, Dottie? Who's more of a rebel? I'm not doing my karmic purpose, obviously, because I'm still sitting in a cave answering questions. I'm supposed to be out like running around mooning people and tipping over porta potties and shit like that. That's what I'm supposed to be doing in this lifetime, which I did in my 20s. So I guess I can retire. Mel, let's ask the tarot on behalf of yours and Kev's future child, whose soul already exists. And it's like my Australian, hi, Mr. Yang. He's my buddy in Australia, and he goes, I'm not even going to mock the accent because I can't do it, and he'll make fun of me. But he goes, what does that even mean? What does it mean? Like when you die, if you're reincarnated, what does it mean? You're just like waiting in line? Can you imagine how many freaking souls are just waiting in line? And I was like, yep, they're right in the queue. Get in the queue. And he's like, you'd be waiting forever. And I'm like, time doesn't work the same way. In the spiritual realm, he was like, that's what he does all the time when I make a point. God, far out.
You okay over there?
Yeah.
Dude, man, coolest person. All right. Let's see. I want to concentrate on this one real well. Mel, would you mind repeating the question real quick, just so we can make sure that everything's clear and that my mind.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just wanted to know what my life is going to look like, maybe possibly in the next 5 years.
Your life or your child's life? I thought you were asking like from the kid's perspective. Okay, so your life?
Yeah, well, from the kid's perspective and everything, if I actually end up having one by the time I'm 45.
Gotcha. As a whatever, dude, you're 32. Quit lying. She's been telling people she's about 50 years older than she really is, like our whole life. I've known her our whole life, like from birth. We're actually twins. Ha 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 ha. We actually still have an umbilical cord attached to each other. It's weird. People are like, what is that? We're like, we know it's rotting off. Somebody cut it off. In terms of being a mother, in terms of taking care of another soul, in 5 years, where's Mel going to be? This is going to need to be a past, present, future.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to have to draw 3. Here's your past. That one was easy.
And then you can ask that one question. Then.
I see your present right here. Hold on, let me feel it, make sure. Yep.
After this one, there was one that somebody had asked earlier.
It was PK Valor will ask this question.
After we get done with this one.
Yeah.
Okay. And here's the one that matters the most. Under this finger. This one right here. Get in here, you. Okay. Past, present, future. I'm sitting on my legs in order. Knock these suckers off of here, and then we're going to take care of PK Valor. Okay, so you've got, and I know that my cam kind of shitted out on like showing you guys. Okay, so you've got your past, your present, and your future. Your past. 5 of Cups. Look, this is pretty self-explanatory. In your past, you were a bitch that cried in the bathtub all the time. Just crying in the bathtub, just all the water spilling out, all these friggin' weird eyes are looking at you. You were sad. You were lost. You were emotionally not sure of yourself or how to communicate that.
It's very
Presently, and this is all internal. This is going to be relevant to you being a mom too. Presently, you've got the 2 of Wands. I want you guys to see that picture too, because that means something too.
Mm-hmm. See it.
So you are just starting out on your journey of like fire also denotes creation. You're just starting out on your journey of creation. You've already accepted that you have not known really what you wanted in the past or before, but right now you are certain of what you want, and you have an idea of it, and you have the fire to do it, quite literally. And then, okay, so future. Drum roll, please. If it's that damn 8 of Swords again, I'm just going to walk off cam. I'm just going to throw my camera in the trash can. It's 8 of Wands. I'm kidding. It's, oh, you guys, I need you to see.
What is it?
So cute. It's a good one. It's a 6 of Cups. So you're really only going to have 2 kids, but they're going to be heavy drinkers.
Oh no.
No, so we said 6 was, it's, I mean, yeah, it's going to be all good. It's going to be really peaceful. And I think that I really enjoyed this particular depiction because it really explains what this means a lot better than I ever could. You are going to be mutually receptive with your child. Your child is going to fulfill you emotionally. Literally, your child is going to hand you that cup. You see that? Yeah. I don't mean that you're going to have 2 kids. One of them is you. So, and then you've got this foundation, this emotional, cups are always emotional foundation. There's Kev in the middle going, just trying not to have a heart attack. And then there's you, Mama. Look at all the butterflies. I don't even like butterflies. But they just come off a journey too also with the boats. Okay?
Yeah.
They went to the land that they were going to. That's what that denotes in any suit of the tarot. So they're celebrating. They're like, your kid's like, here is an Incredible Hulk, a Hypnotic and Hennessy. Dad can't drink it because he'll have a heart attack. So here you go, Mom. Here's some wine. Don't breastfeed.
All right.
So no, that's good. That was beautiful too. And I'm going to take a picture of that. What's our next question that we had in the queue?
So,
was it from Arthur?
PK Valor asks,
I'm oddly curious what my past life was like and how I died.
Okay. What was your past life like and how you died? You have any birthmarks? Any prominent birthmarks? That's a theory.
I was waiting for him. He did say, hi, Bella, you troublemaker.
Hey. Do you have any how did you know, first of all? Second of all, do you have any prominent birthmarks? Wait, yeah, because you asked, right?
Come on, PK.
Where's your birthmark? Go ahead and tell us. It doesn't matter if it's embarrassing. I'll tell you mine. I've got a big, huge, like bright red one all the way up the back of my head. It starts at the base of my neck, and it looks like if I shave my head, it looks like somebody bludgeoned me in the back of the head. And I think that's what happened. I think some kind of little bitch ass snuck up on me in a past life. And I think that's how I died. But I'm going to ask the tarot, what'd you do and how you died?
All right.
If you do have any prominent birthmarks like that, pay attention to where those are. All right. You know what? This is just going to be the theme of the day. This right here. This crazy shuffle scenario. I got to stop saying shuffle. Okay. Just want you guys to see I'm not just down here just diddling or whatever. Two cards. What were you in a past life besides a dick? No, besides
if you guys aren't taking this seriously and at least having fun, then you're not doing it right.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been wrong. I've never drawn a wrong card, but I mean, I've never been wrong. So now you really do have to get pregnant because you'll fuck up my streak. No storms happen today. We're having a good day. There it is right there. It's right there in the fucking middle. Like that. Nope. Right. Yep. You right here. This is what you were. Let me sit down on that knee. This is how you died. This is how you died. Everything's a club song. It's over here.
Did he die with penis in his mouth?
It's right here on top. This is the one. That's it. Okay. Can't wait to make jokes out of this one. Just too easy about the card. Just these cards. Anyway. Okay, so
she's doing your reading right now, PK.
Go back and make what's the time mark on this video so that you'll know where to go if you're not paying attention. This looks more like how you died, but it's not. with the Ten of Swords. Boop. That's not necessarily how you died. You were a backstabber. You fucked somebody over. You did some snake in the grass shit in your past life. I don't know what you did for a living. Were you the one that said you were Jimmy Hoffa?
No. They were trying to say I was Jimmy Hoffa.
Sorry to whoever thought they were Jimmy Hoffa, but this motherfucker was Jimmy Hoffa. No, somebody, I don't even know, but no, it was something that required you to mentally really either fuck yourself up or someone else. Maybe like a psychiatrist. Maybe you're Freud or Carl Jung, or maybe a lesser known. You know, fuck me. No, I got called the Black Dahlia. Here's how you died. Ready? The Pope killed you.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
It's the Hierophant, which means, I mean, it really kind of is what it looks like. Something about your moral. Were you a knight? I'm putting this together, and this feels like you were like a knight, because battle was required, complete and total annihilation was required, and it required you to do it in a mental way, not necessarily a physical way. And also, if you guys didn't notice, this is Medusa. So look at them snakes for her. So yeah, that's a very this is heroic. This is someone who lived, did something heroic for their life and died for their principles and died for their, what they believed in. Could have been a religious martyr, or it could have just been, it could have been any kind of service person of whatever, but you probably sacrificed yourself for the greater good.
That's actually not. Hey, those are not bad cards, PK. That's pretty cool.
I think so. I mean, does that resonate at all? I mean, you got to think. I mean, it sounds cool. Everybody wants to, have that, but does it really? I think everybody kind of feels what they were before. Like if you really, really feel for it, and you really just open your mind up to it, you know what you did. You know what you did. I know what you did last summer. How many scary movies can we name from the 90s?
Well, he said, yeah, well, fuck yes, I'm cool with that. That sounds like me to a T.
Well, maybe you were Mr. T. Okay, I pity the fool.
I pity the fool.
That's going to be my next cosplay. Actually, no, Kev, that's going to be your next cosplay.
Oh, you want me to be the white Mr. T? I can do that.
Hell yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Wear all the chains and stuff. And
yep. Hell yeah.
I can always go as Jimmy Hoffa and look like I'm buried into the ground.
All them chains. Have you guys heard Mr. T is a righteous dude. Like, he's got this, he had like a rap album, and one of them is called The 10 Commandments, and the lyrics literally say, I am grammatically ridiculous. If you break the rules, God help you, fool. You got Mr. T to fear. go YouTube 10 Commandments. It's the worst video. It's so shitty, and it's the worst song too. Bless his heart. But he'd be like, you got to listen to your parents. Parents, you got to help your kids with the homework. Like, Mr. T. The world needs Mr. T again.
Well, the reason why I was curious about asking you about my past was because, the way I act nowadays, it's like I'm very protective and very instinct on things. Mm-hmm. That's why I was sitting there thinking maybe I was something that got fucked over before. Maybe it just you could have been. I kind of feel like you were maybe a woman in your past life, and you may have been like a witch or someone persecuted publicly for being that way, because just your natal chart says it, and the tarot kind of confirmed it. Mm-hmm. You're probably burned at the stake or something. So my hat goes off to you as one of our predecessors. Plus, you're very intuitive anyway. You're basically a witch.
We don't call them warlocks anymore, males or witches also. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anything else? Anything you guys want to ask about me? Nothing? How about
Well,
want me to
PK
shut
Fowler said, "My family history. I was
Given my family history, I would most likely be a religious blasphemer too, but one that would fight for the ones he cares for until the final breath."
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. And yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that sounds very cool about the card reading. Yeah, that matched to a
Yep.
T.
That sure as hell did. Yep. You definitely took one for the team. You took one for the team big time. I would love to know more. If you're interested, PK Valerie, I can give you my contact information. If you do want me to do maybe like an astrological reading or any more tarot readings, and maybe we can get to the bottom and do a little past life regression if you'd like some more details, because that's pretty interesting. I'd be happy to do that for you just out of curiosity myself. I'm a learner. I like to learn even though I know everything already. I'm a learner, guys.
Everything. We know everything about everything. What?
What?
What? Who knew what? Nobody. I don't know shit. I'm just good at pretending like I do. I mean, I have to ask.
You're just good at pretending like you know everything.
I'm literally, it's like reading a book with no words and just pictures for me to get the answers. Like if I really knew everything, I could just tell you. I'm not a psychic. I'm just a channel, a vessel for information.
All right.
Well, I figured if there's no more tarot card things, I was figured that maybe we can talk about
spend a little bit of time talking about some of the paranormal for a little bit.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Let's do that.
You know, here's a good question. Here's a good question, and I know that you know a lot about this, and we talked about this on the phone before and everything like that. But when you get older, like when someone has like an empath ability, or someone has like an ability to understand the dead, does it heighten more when they get older?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I will actually expound on that just a little bit. I've got a friend who is just now discovering her paranormal abilities. She's a witch. Dude, it's a real simple word. She's had several scenarios where she's freaked out by it. You know, several scenarios where she's had paranormal experiences. And I think she's just now paying attention to them because she has small children, but she's also, you know, approaching her mid to late 30s. And the things that this woman can do with her mind are incredible, like just incredible. And without, you know, blasting her stuff, she asked me the same question. She said, "Why is it happening now?" And I said, "Because when you approach that age range, that's when it kicks in. That's when it kicks in the most. It's always there, but your brain doesn't stop developing until you're 25. Then you got like 5 to maybe 10 years to make a whole lot of mistakes and ignore your instincts and, you know, go party at clubs and stuff or whatever. And then eventually life pumps the brakes, and then you do have to listen to your inner self. And that's when you become receptive to the influence of the universe or whatever parallel situation that you prefer to call it."
Do you?
So, yeah,
got a question for you. Well, not really a question. It's more like a. I guess you could say it's a. What do they call it? A question that's not really. It's fuck. Anyway,
just say it.
Just say it, yeah.
Like, okay, so the paranormal world. One of my biggest fears is, you know, dying and then being reincarnated into something that I was the complete opposite of in the afterlife.
Well, you know, spoiler alert, that's how it works.
Well, I know that, dumbass, what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is when we die, which we're all going to at some point.
Don't tell me that. I don't believe that.
The if there is an afterlife, or are we going? you know how the saying always goes, you know, for every person that dies, there's a person that's born.
Mhm.
Allegedly. Okay.
Unless they're standing in that queue, like Mr. Yang thinks they are, just a bunch of fucking people without
Well,
bodies.
So, like, you know, if you're like a really good person in one life and you pass away, when you pass away, do you become the opposite of what you were in the next life? Or is it just, are you just kind of like floating in between realms of, you know, the real world versus the fake? I mean, we really don't know.
No, we don't.
You know,
We don't.
the funny thing is when, you've heard of the Warrens?
Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth Warren and Ed
Ed
Warren from like, you know, the Conjuring.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. Like I was like, wait a minute. Were they recently murdered? Wait, was this on the murder podcast I listened to?
Ed. Well, I think they both died.
Yeah.
They both died.
Yeah.
Well, I had this. I had this epiphany one day. This was about 3 or 4 years ago. I was on my way home from work downtown Nashville. Ugh. Anyway, and Lorraine Warren had just passed away. And you know how Arnold Schwarzenegger has his favorite lines that he likes to say, like, you know, it's not the Puma, things like that, or it's all bullshit, whatever. Well, two things came to my mind when she passed away that kind of gave me the giggles, but I hope it's not true. When it comes down to the paranormal world, it was more or less Lorraine Warren passed away, and it was like in Arnold's voice going, "It was all bullshit." And I just started laughing in the car thinking about this, like putting her body with his voice together, and she passed away, and like all these things that she believed in was all bullshit.
Yeah. That's the most hilarious part of it all, really, is that it is all bullshit. None of this is real. Nobody's right. Everybody's wrong. There is no right or wrong. Everything's fucked. Where are we? What's going on right now? I think I'm having an existential crisis on live TV.
I have a question to kind of rebuttal what she said about, you know, reincarnation and stuff. If that's
a rebuttal about what I said about reincarnation,
it's a question.
Is it a rebuttal or a rebutthole?
A rebutthole.
Rebutthole.
I like that a whole lot better.
It's kind of a jumping on point, like you said.
Okay.
A
rebutthole.
Like if you like, I know that does happen. Reincarnations happen to people and stuff like that. But my question to that is that if paranormal investigators are able to, and you're able to get visits from family members and stuff like that, does that mean that they can come out of their reincarnation shell and come to see you? Or does that mean that they haven't been reincarnated and they're just waiting until it's hell on earth to go to heaven? And now they're just floating around and visiting family with family.
I don't know, but when I do become a ghost, I'm gonna laugh if I don't get to float, because we all like think about people just floating around, like just kind of floating in the queue. I think that it's something beyond our comprehension, and some people are a little bit better at intuiting, maybe possibly what happens. Some people are better at collecting empirical evidence or like experiential evidence from what they've seen, heard, done. I don't know. I just feel like that we are like very limited with the caveman brains and the malfunctioning meat suits. Perhaps that is part of the journey. Perhaps we are much higher creatures or beings that now we have to serve time, maybe in a shell that is limiting and is blind. Did you stop using fluoride toothpaste? Stop using fluoride. Fluoride will calcify the fuck out of your pineal gland, which keeps you from sleeping because it stops melatonin, and also keeps you from dreaming, and dreams are where you get that information that you're talking about.
So what do you suggest?
What do you
suggest? Like,
just don't brush your teeth at all. Just fuck it, they're gonna fall out anyway. Just get you some new ones like Cardi B. There's fluoride-free toothpaste. They make it.
Oh.
You don't. I mean, it is good to have. It does. It is proven to. Here we go talking about dentistry. How did we get on? Oh, it was me that said that. It is good for the teeth, the bones, but it calcifies certain parts of your brain, and that's why I feel like a lot of society is possibly asleep mentally. Like we're literally asleep up here, like we're in micro sleep because they push that fluoride on us all the time. And I'm not like kind of weird about shit like that, but that is one thing I do stand by.
Well, one thing it's just a kind of I was thinking about it last night. I had a dream about it, and I didn't tell Mel about it, and I was waiting until we got on here to say it. I feel like when I was doing the ghost tour stuff, remember how I told you I met someone from the Bats family?
Mm-hmm.
We have a friend, another Laura, her family is connected to the Bats family. You were connected to the Bell family.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was doing my ghost tour stuff, I always at the end would share stories with people about the Belle Witch. So I'm thinking, is there possibly a connection with me in this whole Belle Bats thing that I don't?
Sure. You could absolutely be, because I mean that's pretty wild that you would know someone from both sides. I mean, I don't of all the people in Tennessee born and raised, and I'm sure people in Adams, that are born and raised, there are people, they have a higher likelihood of knowing people from both sides, both of the families. But I think that it is. I think that it does mean something. I just don't know exactly what it means. Maybe you're just surrounded by witches because you were one in a past life and somebody burned you. It was the guy that died for his morals, the Pope guy. Which one? Who it was
PK.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just learning everybody's names and I can't see half of my screen. He probably burned you at the stake for the church. So that's why you know that guy. And you know me, and the Bats relative from probably because you're one of us. Well,
what's weird though is that how good me and you being from the Bell family get along. Me and the other person that's from the Bats family, they seem to have this. We get along, but they tend to have this thing where they think that they tend to point things out against me, and
Yes.
well,
Okay.
Would you say they were combative?
Combative?
Right.
Would you say Laura's combative with me, or she just thinks that I'm?
It was just more of a pun. It was just more of a pun, but that's actually something. I don't know. My name is more of it's a tribute to my family, but it's also a tribute to Kate Batts, who I do believe was, things were pinned on her as a woman who owned land and didn't have to answer to anybody. And that drove my great-grandfather crazy. My fifth great-grandfather, he hated her. And he made it his mission to make her life hell. And so here I am to undo that. So I would really love to meet your friend also, too. Maybe we can bury the hatchet together and end generational curses, because I don't think it was Ms. Batts that did any of that. I do believe that it was the native spirits that inhabit that land that were sick and tired of back and forth over the material bullshit, which was the feud between the Bells and the Bats.
The reason why there's a connection is because 2 times that I went to the Hermitage, one time I got sick. The second time around, we went with another married couple who are no longer married now, but they were at the point. Mel and our friend Walker were all the way over there where Andrew and his wife Rachel were buried. I was standing there next to his wife and some other woman. And in this picture of Andrew Jackson, like one of his late pictures, a dude looked just like that coming towards me. And she was standing right next to me. He growled at me. She didn't see it, and the other woman didn't see it, but I did. And I know Andrew Jackson's connected in the Bell family story.
Yeah, he did. He came to observe paranormal activity, and he was tripped the fuck out by it.
So
Native Americans didn't really like Andrew Jackson, and I'm also a Native American as well. So
that's what I was trying to see if I have like this Native American background that connects me to this, or if it's just a.
it's very possible. I would do, the weirdest thing, I didn't find out that I was a Belle by any of my family. Oddly enough, I was purchased an Ancestry.com membership by my father's sister after my father passed away, so that I could learn more about our family. And she didn't know for sure, but as I was going up the family tree, I mean, I did this for months, finding people and verifying information. And then all of a sudden, I will never forget the day that I clicked and it said, I think I've said this a million times, John the Belle Witch Bell popped up as my 5th great grandfather on the little family tree thing. I was like, no, that's bullshit. Clicked through, looked at it, yep. And then I called that same aunt and she said, one of those Belle women married one of the men from my dad's side's family. I don't want to say that because for reasons, but she's like, you know what? Yeah, they did. And I was like, did it not occur to you ever to let me know that I'm related to the Belle Witch Bells? Like,
that's pretty cool though.
What? How is that not important? Now she is actually learning about her abilities as well, and she's almost 70, so that's fun.
Well, what I was trying to explain earlier, that me and this other Laura do get along for the most part, but there's sometimes, she has some mental health.
There's history behind it. That's all.
She has mental health. She has mental health thing with it, and
she
tends to. Well, whenever she wants to think about something, she tends to point the finger at me. Like I'm the one that gets it's him.
Are you sure you're not a Belle, Kev?
No, he's not.
No, I'm not. Are
you positive? Because if you'd asked me that, I wouldn't have known either. Have you traced your ancestry back far enough? You would need to go back about 5 generations.
I mean, my brother did some genealogy stuff, like he had me do the swab thing, and
that's for your DNA, and so that they can clone you whenever they decide to start cloning people. But
I haven't gone as far as, I don't know if he's gone as far. I do know that I do have Viking in me. I do know I have Native American, and I do know that I have Italian in me.
There's something else he's got to mention on there.
But
my brother is 1 point half Nigerian.
Everybody is African. Okay, everybody's African. That is our common ancestor. So yes, if your DNA test, if you took a DNA test and you found that you were not at least 0.000000001% that bitch, then something's wrong with your DNA test.
Do you know who this person is? Fox River Bushcraft. They said, Native American Miss Belle, then you must love camping and outdoors.
I hate outdoors. No, I do love outdoors, but I do hate to camp. Bless you.
No, that was a cough. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was talking to the baby. I'll only say that I can't. I'm losing my playing too many punk rock shows. Can't hear. I don't call PETA. I was born and raised by a hunter. And so it kind of is part of me. If you give me a bow and arrow, I can kill animals that stand still long enough, like deer.
I think I want to get in this ancestry and dig deeper, see if maybe
you need to.
And I want to see if I am maybe related to the Bell family in some way.
It would make sense if you were. It seems like you've been kind of stuck in the middle, like a G-string between the two.
Maybe I worked for the Bell family in the past, or something. Or...
Possibly, you might have also been. I just feel like you've been a woman a lot of times, like that. You not maybe like a lot of times, but maybe in the at least 1, maybe 2, 3 lifetimes before. It's very likely that you were a woman. And the Bats Bell thing is it's a story. It's a feminist story. It's a story about misogyny. It's a story about power abuse. Kate Batts loved Lucy Bell, my great grandma, and just adored her, and hated that my grandma Lucy was owned by a man, and that stirred a lot of shit. So
now Mel was talking about it earlier. There's this guy on YouTube called Huff Paranormal. He's got this little radio thing that he.
Oh, you know what? Actually, let me ask this.
Sure.
Okay, so on YouTube they have alleged. I'm not trying to say I don't believe these people, but how? I mean, is it possible to reach out to a dead person immediately after they die, or the day after they die, or whatnot, and actually get in contact with them? Because there's somebody that he watches or he's subscribed to on YouTube who does paranormal not talks, but he does readings or whatnot from people who have died either recently or over time or whatever the case may be. And sometimes I just have a hard time believing that it happens just like that, because it just happened just like that, or it's YouTube, and there's a lot of fake.
Well, and he also said that he wanted to be, it would be cool if he was Chris Angel in a past life. Kev. As he's
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to say that I'm trying to downplay these people, but
no, but sometimes they do play themselves, up, and it's very okay. So like grief and loss is just like the epitome of human suffering, in my opinion. Yeah. And so it's very easy to really convince people of things related to those things. People want nothing more than to be able to just talk to somebody one more time, or find out an answer they'll never get because the person has passed. Do I think that there are people who can do that? Yes, I don't discount that possibility. I myself haven't really done enough looking, or what I don't really. I mean, like I keep thinking of what's that chick's name? The medium with like the really big tall blonde hair. I don't know why I can't get her face out of my head right now. It's the Long Island medium.
Negri.
Yeah, I don't know for some reason like that, but like that one's conflicting too. It's hard to tell if. Now I do know of. I have experienced this, and the woman I was referring to before, who was talking about her paranormal senses heightenings, we actually connected over having a shared experience where someone we loved passed away, and immediately before we knew they had passed, they visited us. And it was the same exact thing. We both kind of sat up out of a deep sleep, completely awake, and the person was standing there in more of like an energy form. And my grandmother told me goodbye. She stopped in my doorway, and I just woke up out of a deep sleep, and she said, "I just wanted to tell you bye." And I said, "Okay." And I went back to sleep like, what the hell? Woke up the next morning. Hey, Nanny died. So same thing happened to my friend that I'm referring to as well. And she gets a lot, actually. So can people connect? Yes. But is it always, like me picking up the phone and calling them? Not for me.
Well,
they call me.
The reason why I had mentioned this is because earlier, before we, went live on the air and everything, he decided to go on YouTube, and this person that he subscribed to, not even within like less than 24 hours, I guess reached out to the Queen. I'm like, what? That's what I'm saying. It's like, it doesn't make sense to me how
she's been dead.
Right. I'm just saying, it's just, I have a hard time believing things like that.
Yeah.
Because of all the different conspiracies that go on with,
sure.
famous people.
Right. Well,
people are a lot different than, people like us. And
right.
you go onto YouTube and or whatever, and you see things that people are trying to do to reach out to to celebrity death people and all that kind of crap. I have a hard time believing it, because you don't really know if they're dead or not.
So this is not a good time for me to say that I saw Elvis at the gas station earlier, right? Like, this is not a good time.
Actually,
that one. Should I wait?
No, you're good. You're completely good.
I've never seen Elvis.
Oh my God! Let me answer this guy's question real quick. A minute.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a professional outdoorsman with primitive survival skills that I practiced and studied from primitive tribal Indian tribes It's about Big Kev. If you're interested in survival videos, check me out.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
I'll tell you this much, man. I'm very much into survival stuff. I was a Boy Scout back in the day. I am also part Viking, so I do have so I like tomahawks and throwing axes.
Throw
And,
weapons.
yeah, and I like to be the sweaty dude with a beard going out there and.
You keep bringing that up, like
I
it was
like-
You know what? That's okay because I like being the sweaty dude with the beard going out there. Let's all go throw axes at one of those bars where they've made it like a thing.
I'll tell you what, Fox River. After this is over, I would definitely subscribe to you.
Yeah, I'll check you out too. I'm down for it. My friend that I keep talking about that picks up on not the female but the male that keeps picking up on things predicted a blackout like soon that we would experience as a country here, kind of like a state of total like chaos because can you survive without electricity? And he asked me that, can you survive without electricity? And I was like, I can. I would probably have to eat people, which I, have no problem doing. I would eat people before I would eat the animals and then, whatever.
Yep.
And we got to talking about bug out bags, survival backpacks. And I've got another good friend that has several of them. And we were discussing what would be in them. And he was concerned, that I didn't have one. And I'm like, look, it's in my blood. My father was like that. I grew up with, my parents used to always, I have to say this, my parents would always butt heads about how to decorate the house. And they both had ridiculous taste. Like my mom loved angels and like country blue and mauve. So half the living room was covered in angels with country blue and mauve furniture. And then the rest of the space was just big ass 10-pointer deer heads from where my dad would just go, hunting and wreck it and just, trophies all over the place. I can skin a deer. I can hunt a deer. I can skin a deer. I can do all the things. So my brother can too, but he's kind of a panty waist. So I guess I'm going to have to be the one to do that job. So yeah, let's check that out for sure. Because we
it's already done subscribe to you, Fox. So we've already
got you on the books now.
We got you in the books. The one thing I've always wanted to know too, Laura, is that when I did my ghost tour stuff, every time I had guests with me and stuff like that, and I always tell my people that were there at the thing, hey, if you take pictures, you see something, send them to me. And Mel can vouch for this. Just about 95% of most of my things, something happened. I don't know if it's because they were showing up or if it's because of my aura and they decided to show up.
I've had experiences here where we live.
Yeah, and
that doesn't happen often at all. It really doesn't. I just like he won't see it or hear it, or he's just not around for it. But I will have experiences that I can't even begin to describe, and I'll be like, okay, it's revved up too. It's kind of revved up a little bit. At one point, I didn't have any problem. I didn't have any experiences at all, and now every once in a while it happens.
Do you guys live near that cemetery?
No.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Like not even within a 2-mile radius of, the one I'm talking about?
There's
one in Spring Hill.
There's all the way down.
It's about 2 miles.
And there's also
maybe 2.5 miles.
There's also a military one right across the street.
Yeah.
Yep. Every single time I discuss something like this with someone, I've actually learned to ask, do you live near a cemetery? It's just kind of, it's like right there. It's kind of convenient. It's convenient, I guess. I don't know, but then that would imply all kinds of potential logical fallacies, like statistically, how often do people live near cemetery? Where are the cemeteries? Does everybody live near one? And also if we go somewhere else when we die, then why in the fuck would we hang around a cemetery? But it does seem to be a pattern that I have noticed. So
we had two friends who were into witchcraft too, and and one was a psychic medium, and they
It would be really
and they
interesting.
went
It
to
would really be interesting if all three of them
What?
were,
Take turns.
What?
I said take turns. I can't. I already have 3 voices in my head just by myself, and then
Well,
you guys.
well, there's a time where they both went to the military one that was across the street from the Spring Hill one, and they
Mhm.
said that was the most scariest thing that they ever come across, and it was like sounding like horses. You hear gunfire, you hear all kinds of stuff. Now, when we have paranormal stuff here happen at the house, I have the ability where I could tell whether it's family and
Yeah.
when it's not family.
Right.
That's my thing. I mean, there's some times where we'll be sleeping and the room gets hot, and then about 3 o'clock in the morning, it's like I'm always when I'm rolling over, I'm always looking over here on the wall. Don't know what I'm looking at exactly.
Maybe you were just a golden retriever in your past life, because you know how dogs
Maybe I don't know.
look at the corner, you
And I
know,
was,
like
I was just looking at it, and then all of a sudden I get up and I'm lurking around like I know something's around. It's just
you're feeling it.
I'm feeling
Either
it, but I don't see it.
LSD all the time, or you're feeling something.
And I know that when we go to like my aunt's funeral or funeral we went to a couple years ago, Mel kept asking me if I was okay because I kept going in and out the building. Like I had to, I could,
Yeah, it
not,
was
I could not sit still.
Yeah, it had a lot of energy come. Anytime you guys do visit a cemetery, by the way, this is something I've had to tell people lately too. Please exit backward. Always exit backward. Never take anything from a cemetery. If you do need to take something, sometimes when I use, sometimes I'll use grave dirt in my practice, only in intense circumstances. But it is always a good idea to ask first and then leave an offering. Always exit backward. I cannot tell you how many times I've had to basically exorcise somebody's house because they kept going to New Orleans and ignoring me about exiting the damn cemetery backward. I don't know how it works. I don't make the rules. You just have to. So guys, just, PSA.
It would be interesting though, like I was saying before, like, I wasn't trying to interrupt him or anything, but it would be interesting if you and 2 other people that we actually know, one who's medium and the other one who's kind of like, into witchcraft like you are, got together under the same roof. And it would just be interesting to see what kind of ideas you would share with each other.
Yeah.
And
I would love to.
Yeah, I mean, it's because
sitting on my witch wedge, sorry.
Yeah, no, hey, it's just I just think it would be kind of fun to see the kind of different ideas that you guys could give off with each other. Because, like I said, one is more, I'm not gonna say aggressive, but she's more of a like I said, she's a strong medium, and she did a reading for us like a long time ago, right? Like a couple months after his grandmother passed away. This was like the year before we got married, and it was pretty intense because she did it at the house and everything, and there were certain things that she didn't even know that she would tell him. And
Ooh.
It was an eye opener.
Those kinds of gifts. I don't have those gifts, but
it was just an eye opening experience. That's
it was
for sure.
it was things that only me and my grandmother do.
Wow, what a gift! But it's a gift and a curse though for the person.
Well, she told me my grandmother comes in 2 different forms. When she's in protective mode, she has the gray hair. When she's laid back, she's in her younger stage.
And she looks like her human body looks like, you know what I mean? That's her appearance. That's very interesting. That's something I'm really going to think about a lot because I always wondered.
My grandmother was close to her grandkids, but she was more close to me and my brother than she was because we saw her the most out of everybody.
Yeah. Well, like I said, mine visited me because I was the closest one to her. We would talk on the phone for hours and she was the first gamer I ever knew. She owned an Atari before anybody I knew. My grandma.
Wow.
Yeah. Her favorite game was Mrs. Pac-Man, and she opened up a video game store. And that's how I got so badass at video games. Because my grandma.
That is awesome, actually.
Yeah. So she had to stop by and say, but I also know that I think that a lot of my family knows they'll freak me out if they show up, so they leave me alone. Like I think I'm shut off to it too as well a little bit, just because
I mean, it happens.
Yeah. Here's the thing too, is that I told Mel that I've always kind of wanted to start my own paranormal group, and maybe that could be.
We've been talking about that for years,
and maybe that's what we were talking about as far as me
getting Phoenix. You remember that picture of Lil Nas X riding a bird on fire?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Don't talk in circles. Let's make actions. So start your paranormal group now. Right meow.
The one thing is too that anytime we go to this, the last time I went to my grandmother and my grandfather's burial site, I can always tell when she's there because there's a way that she used to hug me, and when I get there, I feel it, and
that is really, really amazing.
It's really almost like, I know you said you have to walk backwards after you visit someone's headstone, but for me,
no, you exit the cemetery itself.
Oh,
exit backward. If you walk in, walk backwards out. If you drive in, safely reverse out. If you can.
I've done that.
Yeah.
Good.
We try to do that.
Good. It's just a respect thing.
Now,
and I've heard stories about some bad shit that can happen. Like I said, that one person, evil just followed her. I don't understand. Followed her right out of the cemetery.
Man.
I have never exited a cemetery backwards until I did, until I got into the craft. And I think about how many cemeteries I inadvertently exited forward. And maybe that's why I have terrible luck.
Well, like I said, I think what hit me on my core when our friend did that session, and she wasn't even really trying to do the session. She was just here visiting us one day, and she looked at a picture of my grandmother and my grandfather, and she goes, "Hey, Kev, is that your grandmother?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "She's here."
I've done that. I've done that with people. I know what you're talking. Yep.
And what happened was the story that she wanted to say was, and I asked, I was like, "Hey, when is the family going to get together again? Because we always used to get together." And she's like, "The next time," and my grandmother told her, "The next time you guys get together, there's going to be a definite family next year." And then
that following year,
my uncle had the pancreatic cancer.
Uncle passed away,
and the family got together. And when I told my mom that kind of floored my mom. My mom is now she used to didn't believe in that. Now it's kind of changed.
She's a believer now.
She was like,
yeah.
How did that? What?
I mean, she's kind of a believer, but she has so many questions. But sometimes some people just don't want to talk.
Yeah, that's true too. I've had to accept that I can never have all of the questions I want answered, and that's been like the toughest thing I think in life for me, is just letting go and knowing that I'll never know it all.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
It is.
Well, I guess we have the well, here's some little rapid fire questions we can do before we can wrap it up. I'm gonna tell anybody now, PK, later on, man, if you want to get like I guess if he adds you on Facebook or I don't know, get contact.
You guys will get contact information. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Yeah.
The question is what is some of your...
What happened now? What?
I was just saying, like, am I not seeing a box where I can also type things, or feel like an idiot because I've only used this twice? So I can't send messages, right?
She can't send messages.
Or she can send Facebook.
She was wondering if she could post any messages.
Kind of like comments, like
yeah.
Okay.
You should be able to at the bottom. Can you not do it on the bottom right there where it says post a comment?
Or do I need to give her the link?
I don't know, y'all. I can't read that good. Have y'all met me? Hold on a minute.
Yes.
I'm not logged in though. That might be what it is.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
We'll get it then.
Yeah, because there's like a private chat and then there's comments.
You can.
Oh, she.
Okay,
so Pinky Valor has you on Snapchat. He'll get in contact.
Yay! Oh, cool. Oh, yay! Oh, thank you for following my Snap. Yay!
So
I'll warn you, if you just started following me, I'll warn you in advance that it is NSFW.
so
Yeah.
what are some of your what are some of your biggest pet peeves?
I think you asked that last time.
No, I didn't.
You did?
I hate that. And I think I might have said the same thing, or maybe I'm having deja vu. The word pet peeve. I hate that term. I don't know why. Peeve.
Deja vu.
Yeah, I might be having deja vu. I hate that fucking word too. I hate that. I hate feeling that, actually. No, my biggest pet peeve is people who remain willfully ignorant and are not teachable. And I hate that in myself also when that does occur, because obviously, that does happen.
What is your favorite drink and then favorite alcohol drink?
Oh, well, my brain went straight to the alcohol as soon as you said drink. So now I've got to answer two. I love Coca-Cola. That is my favorite drink. Love frozen Coke. Really, really love frozen Coke. I don't know, man, you're asking a veteran bartender what her favorite alcoholic beverage is. And I'm going to say Sailor Jerry. No, I'm sorry, not Sailor Jerry. How dare I? The Kraken. Just straight Kraken. Yeah.
That one's
Yeah.
powerful.
Kraken is the shit.
Powerful. That's
Yeah.
a powerful drink. Yes.
Yeah.
Kraken is the shit.
I like to say I'm part Cthulhu myself. Kind of like Mel's gonna be when she has all those babies with all her tentacles.
What's your favorite food and least favorite food?
My babies. No, let's see.
Brains.
I love my favorite food in the world is the McDonald's Big Mac. Y'all
Yep.
shut the fuck up. I don't want to even hear it. Or really, really expensive seafood. Like that's it. It's like either like really shitty cheap food or like really ridiculous food that makes you just feel like you wish you could just like trigger warning for anybody with an eating disorder, throw it back up and get your money back. I'd rather just eat my money, kind of thing. And I think it's the exorbitant luxury of it that I like. I love crab legs. I do not like black licorice or root beer or anything that tastes like either of those things.
This is the reason why me and her mold together.
Why you don't like root beer either or black licorice, or you
Nope.
just like it? See, what if you went and sat down to eat crab legs and you cracked one open and it was just a big stick of black licorice?
Then I just throw it out or no. I could do something with it, but I'm not gonna take it in there.
What does my son say? He says, he said, I would commit Sudoku. I would commit Sudoku if that happened. Just do a lot of math puzzles.
Actually, you guys do have that in common. She doesn't like licorice.
I haven't had licorice. I haven't even tried it in probably like 25 years. So I had it one time and I'll never eat it again.
This is a good one. What is the best thing about living in Tennessee and the worst thing about living in Tennessee?
There's a best thing? Hold on a minute. I'm the best thing about living in Tennessee. No, I mean, it's not a bad state. I mean, I don't know. It's comparative. Probably, I hate Nashville now, and that makes me sad. Like, I grieve that. I had to go there yesterday, and I almost killed 400 people on those scooters, like the bachelorette party. It's not even, nobody really lives there. Everybody just goes there to party, which is fine, but it just is jarring for someone that's attached to their hometown like me. So, but Tennessee as a state is beautiful, and there's a lot of really beautiful, awesome people that have come from here. Let's talk about my favorite person, Dolly Parton, and then my other favorite person, Betty Page, Oprah Winfrey. I don't know how you'll feel about her. She went to whatever that high school was over in Nashville, right?
TSU, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there's just
for college, yeah.
We make good people here, and we're known for that. And then people want to come in and get drunk on scooters and die and like hurt our feelings and stuff.
That's the best part of it all.
Now the best. Now,
That's because you're from New Jersey. Go back there with your mean attitude.
Oh, shut up.
You're making me cry, Jersey Shore. Y'all, I told y'all the first time I went to New York City, I cried because people were rude. Like, they weren't being rude. I just felt like they were, because they weren't like, honey, baby, sweetie, you know.
That's just the Southern way.
the one thing about,
But that's not where I'm from. I'm from New York.
but the one thing she taught me when we went up north was is they do walk faster than people here in the south.
Well, they also drive faster too.
They drive faster, so you have to kind of.
Yep.
Everything is a lot more fast paced up there than it is down here.
Are we still talking about New York, or are we talking about New Jersey? Same, basically.
But
Well,
New York is way worse than my
right.
is.
My son's best friend is from New York, from Queens. And when we were living in downtown Nashville, they lived up the block, and that kid would outwalk him, and he had to keep up. He would go, "You are going way too slow." And, you know, my son was like me. He was like butthurt about it. And,
well, that's how I am too. I mean, I talk fast as well. So.
Now, I can answer that. The good thing about Tennessee is I have to agree with Laura. It's very beautiful here, and it really is. The bad thing about it is too many fucking people moving here.
yeah, we're full. We're full. Go home.
We are full.
We're
Don't
full.
move here,
Get
please.
Out. Get out.
On my free cams, which is where I normally am. Plug. I was in a show the other night, and somebody was talking about coming here for a bachelor party, and he wanted me to be his date to a wedding that he had to return here for. And I just thought, like, I'm sure you're a great person, but that sounds like hell. Especially because you said, let's get on scooters, scooter gang. No, just can you guys like go to like, I don't know, go to Kentucky or something for that shit. I don't just.
It's not just
kind of assholes. We're kind of
not
elitist
just the
assholes.
scooters. It's those stupid people that are on those
Woo,
damn pedal
girls.
tavern.
Don't talk to me about pedal taverns. I had a straight shot from my balcony to right where they would go by. They would always stop at the light in front of my building. And from where I was on the 18th floor, it was like, give me a weapon I can aim and hit them with.
You know what I would have done with you?
I was like, a super soaker full of doo-doo water. Or like,
Yes.
You know what I mean? I should have invited y'all over for that. Like,
Yes, we would
some
have
kind of something. One time I got a whole bunch of fake $100 bills, and I did like this off the 7th floor. I was on the 18th, off the 7th floor rooftop, and it was incredible. They about fell off. They did fall. One of them fell off. I also saw a guy that looked just like Jerry Garcia almost get hit by a car on one of those scooters, but instead he fell in the middle of the intersection, got back up, and kept going. And I was like, did I just see Jerry Garcia almost die again? What's going on here? And there was a woman that got eaten by the Mack truck too. She got stuck up under the wheel.
There's like, if I would have been there with you, I probably would have been like, let's throw some balloons with doo doo in it and just throw
right.
it.
Yeah. Because we're 12-year-old boys, and we always will be up here. Yeah, that's why. Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, they're lime scooters. And I guess there's bird scooters too. I don't know. They're bad idea scooters is what they are.
Well, it's not just another thing bad about Tennessee is the fact that they're letting these developers come in and build all these like little skinny little houses where you can just stand next to each other and be like, hey, I can see you naked. Hey, you want some sugar?
Yes. And also, let me tell you, my term for those are called Frank Lloyd wrongs, because they look like Frank Lloyd Wrights. Right. If I have to explain it, I guess it's not funny. But yeah, Frank Lloyd wrongs. All of them. Horrible. Why doesn't everybody just live like on a commune or like in a cult? I'm still going to start a cult. I just want to let you guys know my plans. Just in case some shit goes down, you guys can be like, well, yeah, she did say she was going to start a cult. And I think I'm going to start with those skinny houses. I'm just going to attach them all. Like
skinny,
tall and skinny houses.
Tall and skinny houses, which is weird because when you look at the market price for those are like $300,000 for those things.
No, they go for $500,000 on them.
I'm $500,000 for those things.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Like I just had an old neighbor of mine move from in the same building we were in, from the 12th floor to the exact same layout of unit, same size, same everything, to the 18th floor because the value was so much greater for something that was 6 floors up and identical. And the building is built like shit. And it's millions of dollars to buy a condo there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've looked it up. It's crazy.
You know what's cool is I actually have I have comic fans on here, so I have to ask you this is a little fire question. What's your favorite villain and favorite hero?
it's me. I'm both. I'm also so humble and not at all narcissistic. My favorite villain. I just don't accept that villains are villains. I don't. I think they're hurting or something's wrong with them. So to me, sometimes villains are heroes in that way because they show us the dark side of ourselves. I really couldn't pinpoint. I love so many.
Did you see that?
I kind of think Catwoman might be my favorite hero villain. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I really identify with her. I can go on and on about heroes. Of course, we talked about Wonder Woman. That's a classic. And then I'm a huge fan of Psylocke from X-Men. Really am. Any of these characters that are very deep and have split minds and things like that, I just kind of identify with them a lot.
Well, you definitely kind of remind me of the X-Men character Rogue. The Southern.
I do kill the damn electronics, don't I? That sucks. Somebody buy me some rubber gloves, like just.
Well, there was a flash that happened on your screen, and then it just weird.
Really?
You missed it. It was like a.
I did not see that. How did I not see that? Nothing flickered here. I have 1, 2, 3 ring lights and an overhead
it wasn't
lamp.
a flicker. It was like a light that went through.
Who the fuck's in here? Get out.
It was
Are you
odd.
sure it wasn't the cat? Okay, well, I'm going to have to watch this again and see that.
About 2 minutes and 15 seconds into it.
Yeah.
No, 2 minutes and
2 hours.
2 hours.
I was going to say that we've been sitting here this whole time. I've been giving off electricity and did nobody tell me? For
2 hours and 15 minutes into it. We need to show you that. Or even if we get screenshots.
Was I touching something? Was I touching anything? What is
Nothing.
happening?
No.
You were just talking.
My hands, were they talking with my hands? Okay. Yeah, I got to see that.
Aww. Procco Hill said we all know Kev's Wolverine.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
See, I don't even know who I am because I don't talk about it that much. So
You be Gene.
You're Professor X.
I'm well, damn.
Woo.
Yep.
I control everybody.
Yeah. You don't need to know who you are because you know who you are.
Yep.
And you know who everyone else is too. I feel really seen and now I want to hide.
I will literally.
Like Kev was a little while ago. When he looked like a penis. Remember when Kev looked like a penis? Find that minute mark too. I'm gonna find that minute mark when Kev had his thing up like a. Yeah, do it again. You gotta put your collar up.
Put this up.
Yeah, do the. Yep. You look at fancy glasses. I love Gambit. No, that. I have my little superhero crushes too, and Gambit is one of them. Yep.
This is probably one of the last rapid questions. Like, if you looked at what would the Belle Witch look for in a partner?
Oh my.
Me?
Yeah.
God, I don't know because the things I have looked for have failed miserably or like turned out to not be so. Sense of humor has to you have to be okay with me being like ugly, goofy, like not cute, not like literally making myself physically as ugly as possible to be hilarious. Like that has to be okay. That can't be a deal breaker. Sense of humor and just general good character. That's boring. No, you can't be boring. You have to have good character, but you can't be boring. Like you have to be cool with like getting into some shenanigans and shit. Like like kids. Like I always have like the spirit of a child and kind of want to get into mischief and stuff like that. I'm not really a run of the mill kind of like on a date. Like I don't really like dates because those come with like a script and it feels weird and it feels forced and I don't usually like doing any. I just want to go grab a fucking Big Mac and like chill and play video games and shit, or like go tip over porta potties or spitballs at people in public, or anything involving mooning people is all fun. I'm almost 40 and I still get jollies out of that kind of stuff. So like, yeah, and can't be an asshole because I'm the asshole. So there can only be one.
Someone can.
She is.
So
bona fide. Certified.
She likes someone that will have Big Macs with her and have farting contests. That's pretty
There
much.
might even be a moment where if we're able to eventually edit a fart coming out of her butt every time she moves
I can do that.
her body or whatever.
I can just go ahead and make that happen.
There you go. Just
Who
I'm
knows?
just trying not to do that on live cams because some people are into it. So I'm just like, I'll hold that part in.
By the way, about the whole Gambit thing, PK Bauer said it's because it's the accent for Gambit, isn't it?
No, it's because he doesn't give a fuck about the rules. And I also tend to attract people that gamble and like to fuck around with the odds.
I haven't told you and Mel this, but I had one dream one day where I did pass away, and right before I passed away, I told Mel to go find love, and then when I went to go visit her, you and her were dating.
I would say legit. Like
I'm not. She's not the only one that would probably want to date me.
Yeah, no.
She wouldn't have to settle for little old me. Loser me.
Well, she's not an asshole, so you're the asshole.
Kev, I could never fill your shoes, literally, or I could smell your shoes. I could fill your shoes.
I have to figure out one question though. Who's the asshole in our marriage?
I am.
Dude, what was it? I missed that.
He asked who the asshole was in our relationship, and I said I am.
Yeah, I will.
Well, you're the smart ass.
I am the smart ass, but I'm also the asshole too.
Yeah.
But also, like, I feel like that if we were like, okay, so if something, God forbid, were to happen to you, Kev, and I would take care of her. I would, but it wouldn't be me taking care of her. She would take care of me because I don't have any wits about me at all. Like, she would be the smart one.
Well, Mel has her dream place. And she said that she would go to Wyoming.
No.
Okay,
Wyoming is not the state that I plan on moving to when everybody in my life dies. Where did I say I wanted to go? What state? Come on.
Say it again.
Come on.
No, I don't have time.
We have plenty of time. Think about it.
Okay, while they argue, PK Valor, I want to say, I know he's a good boy. I know that he is, but I like good bad boys. Does that make sense?
It was Montana.
It was Montana.
I knew it was Montana.
See?
And you know why? This is weird. That aunt I was talking about earlier that helped me figure out who I am as the Belle Witch. She says whenever she just mentally checks out, she goes to Montana in her mind. So like she'll just text me and be like, I'm going to Montana in my mind. And when you said Wyoming, for some reason I heard her voice go, going to Montana.
Yep.
Montana.
I'm gonna live in Montana and far like in some, really
All right. Well, that sounds fucking terribly depressing. Enjoy that. I mean, if I've got to come out there. Well,
I think I would rather be depressed in Montana than depressed in some high populated city where I can't get away from anybody, because that's really where I want to go, is away from everybody. So be like, fuck everyone, I'm gone.
Oh, well, I want to be around people, but like I don't want to be around like shitty people. But I thrive off of being around lots and lots of people and all that excitement. So, but not New York because they're mean to me. So.
No. I mean, if I were to go to New York, it would be upstate New York where, there's not a lot of people.
For me, it would.
I just don't like people.
If something happened to you, if something happened to her, if something happened to her and everybody else, I probably would go somewhere in the woods area, and I would just be this huntsman that would,
this
little cabin, and just have,
That's what
like,
you
and have
reminded
like, a couple of dogs with me, and
I mean, my vision of the future with everybody gone probably doesn't exist, but I like to dream, can I?
you
and
just
I
want to be.
do
Just
have.
pack up my shit, move to Montana where it snows
Yeah.
constantly,
I
closer to
haven't.
the border of Canada,
I do have.
and I live
Depressed.
in live in a cabin out in the middle of nowhere and have to survive.
I would be so depressed. Like I would just want to like, I want to commit Sudoku right now thinking about that. Like, ooh, ooh. Because that means I have to be alone with myself, and that's not fun. There's too
Yeah,
many.
well, maybe I would probably start, talking to myself and.
See, yeah.
I guess when
You're
we look
not
at
an only child, though.
Like
I
I said,
grew up
it's
an
just
only
a
child.
thought. Doesn't mean it'll actually happen.
in the coming months, we should look for, like I said, we should look for a new place, and have Laura and Brody move with us.
Yes.
There you go.
So that way,
Well,
Yeah.
the thing about it though is
We're
probably
communal
have
creatures
to be
anyway.
until closer to May.
she would have to be.
Once Brody's finished with school, then maybe that's a consideration.
Yeah.
Then
At least for this year, anyway.
So Laura
What
would have to
you
be.
guys can do out here in the in the TV universe, in this box I'm talking to,
Yeah.
is when Kevin Mel give you the links that they're going to give you to my sites where you can support me and my content and my work. We can make that happen, because the faster that happens, the faster that we can
I
progress.
already have it in the description.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Let me look that shit up.
Well, I will. But before I wrap it up, when and if Laura lives with us, she would probably be the asshole in the house.
No, I'm totally not an asshole to live. I'm really easy to live with. Forgetful, kind of scattered and a little bit chaotic, but
And
not.
Mel would be the woman with the whip, basically like, get to work, both of you.
Oh, you wouldn't have to tell me. I'm a workhorse anyway. The last thing I want is someone to have to tell me,
No, she's
to do that. Like, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Pull your weight. But I also would like to be, to where I can crack a whip that doesn't have to do with work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
Yeah.
like to be able to be the
Like
HBIC
the
in my house.
legitimate one. The legitimate one where you can actually physically do it without having to cater to other people.
Coming, I'll say this coming soon for all you wrestling fans out there. There are going to be some things where Laura's going to be
Yeah.
getting
I'm
her,
gonna
getting her feet dirty.
And then a lot of it's going to be with me.
A lot of it's going to be with her.
So, if you want anything from us or whatever the case may be, eventually we're going to dish it up.
It'll be badass. I think that it'll be an adventure, because it's something that I haven't really done yet, as far as like acting is concerned, and all of the. I really did not mean to do that to you
I'm
guys.
waiting for a fireball to come out of her ass. I was waiting for it.
I felt it coming, and I was so sure. I was so sure, and it didn't. But if anybody else sees any more flashes, just type furiously. I can fucking hear
Well,
it.
one thing we would like to do is we like to appreciate you taking the time out to do the tarot card readings. We'll definitely do those more. We definitely got to do these more, because I think people like the tarot card stuff.
They better. No, crack the whip. Tell them they better.
And we talked a little bit about the paranormal. It's not really necessarily a part 2 interview, because I still got to get questions for that one, so we'll do that one some other time.
Oh, okay. So the surprise is this was just part 1 at B.
Yeah, it's like a part 1 of B that has this is kind of like a prequel to the sequel.
I don't know.
I mean, we're
It
just
was a thing, and we learned some things. We learned today on. This feels like a children's show or something. Like, are we gonna sing, like have a sing along at the end and stuff? That would be rad.
I got them. It's in our book. It's in our book. A reading rainbow.
So we decided that Mel is going to be pregnant, and she is going to have 8 children. Only one of them is going to fill her emotional cup. The other 7 will be little bastard children. And let's see what else. Kev is a Boy Scout. He's Wolverine dressed in a Boy Scout uniform. walk out of cemeteries backwards. Don't use the word pet peeve. I want to take my tongue out for saying the word peeve. Black licorice sucks. What
And
else?
Kev, don't drink or smoke. Make sure you don't do that.
Yeah. Kev can't have a heart attack. You and Billy Ray Cyrus, achy breaky hearts. I caused an electric flash, even though I didn't mean to this time, and there was no storms. I still don't believe you guys. I really want to see that.
Like I said, around 2:15 on the video. 2:15.
Well,
2 hours and 15 minutes.
The Prodigal Hill's requesting that we should do a video on the Bats and Bell.
The Bats Bell video.
Entire
that might be cool.
Yeah.
So we can
like a wrestling video where you just duke it out in fucking front yard like good old Tennesseans do, because that's how we handle our shit.
That's how we handle our shit. Yeah, we do.
It is.
I'll just stay in the background and just applause everybody.
we handle our shit pretty well here.
Get off that bus at that bus stop and beat the brakes off your ass, like right there in front of God and everybody.
Now, Tennesseans are the ones that will come in your house, beat your ass, eat your food, take a shit in your toilet, and then walk away.
But we'll clean it up and everything. Make sure you're good, tell you we love you and ask you how your mom and them are and all that too. But yeah, we're some fighting people. We're the volunteer state. We literally volunteer to fight. That's what we're known for. Everybody else just hid in the corner. What the fuck else were you guys all doing? California, Alaska, Montana, Wyoming. Montana was just hiding. Everybody, there's a lot of people in Montana. They're all hiding. Okay.
That's right. He's hiding.
Let old Tennessee girl get a hold of him.
Let me ask you, this is one last question for you. This is a funny one. If there ever was a civil war again, I would tell this to any people, any government, anything like that. You don't want to mess with Southerners. Because we do fight, but we do fight dirty.
Our gene pool isn't that big, so we're not all there. Let's just be real about it. And we don't have like that thing in your brain that goes, hey, maybe that's dangerous and you shouldn't do it. Or, hey, maybe your survival is important. Shit just goes out the window. We're just like, yep. Kill or be killed, let's go. And people are like, ma'am, this is Walmart. Like, what are you doing? Over here, like, sniping in the aisles because it's in our blood.
We'll just use Walmart as our little. We would use Walmart as our hub.
Oh God!
Hell no. Actually, no. Yeah, that might be a good idea.
That might be accurate. Yeah, I mean, now Kentucky would probably use Walmart or McDonald's as their hub.
Oh no, McDonald's, dude. Like, okay, like you got me on that one. I would just get really super fucking fat and be useless if I did McDonald's because I would just eat everything in there, all the fries. Man, I really want some McDonald's now. Who's gonna send me some McDonald's? Okay, this is not my webcam chat. I can't just be like, who's gonna buy me something? I gotta go get it.
I will send you 30 Big Macs, okay?
Oh, God.
Thank you. Please tip me 30 Big Macs. I will eat them all at once on cam. If someone does that,
I'll tell you this much, Laura. If you ever have Whataburger with us, you would not want to have a Big Mac ever again.
I've had Whataburger.
Oh yeah,
I've had Whataburger before they came here. I was like, what? A burger?
What a burger? What?
That's
what
a
burger, man.
What a burger, man.
No, I was like, what? This is a burger? Someone asked me what deer. I'll say one final weird thing. Somebody asked me what venison tasted like the other day, deer meat, because they'd never had it. And that was just strange to me because in Tennessee, everybody's eating deer meat, even if they don't know they have. Like I had a friend that was afraid to eat it and my family ate it all the time. And so we just snuck it in different dishes and then told her about it later.
Right.
The look on her face looked like she wanted to like turn herself in, commit Sudoku. But it's good. It's good shit. It's clean meat. Sorry if I offended any vegans. I don't think there's any in this room, but if you are, go hide in Montana.
We definitely appreciate you
Thank you guys so much.
taking your time out and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's always a welcome break from all the other. I'm in the studio all the time, and this is just a really fun chat, and I love to get to see you guys instead of just hollering at y'all on speakerphone while I'm barreling down the road.
Well,
People talking at me, I'm like, I'm going the wrong way.
And trying to run over scooter riders.
Yep. Just as passive aggressively as possible to where it looks like an accident or looks like maybe I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I need a bigger vehicle.
I don't know if I showed you the sweatshirt.
Your feelings.
Well, it's kind of hard to see it. Like if you have it like this.
Oh, I thought it was gonna
like literally humping the wad that says "fuck your feelings." Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Your feelings. Stop doing that, or you're gonna have a heart attack when them babies come. You're not gonna have anything left. You bring me all of your drinks. Turn them into me. I will dispose of them for you.
Well, the good thing is I don't drink, so we're good now.
But I do, so I
anymore.
drink for both of us. There you go.
Anymore, so yeah.
Well, see, pretty soon you're not going to be able to drink for anybody either because you're going to have to not drink for two people. So you're going to have a beer in your third trimester.
Yeah, I know.
She would have to be drinking yourself.
So you're going to need to go ahead and.
I'll just send it all to you when the time comes. Okay.
Yeah, please do. Please just send me or just drink it real fast now, just in case no, God, you could be pregnant at any moment. You might be pregnant right now. Send me your alcohol now. Now. It's an emergency.
An ER supply of alcohol.
Like you having it in the house is just gonna dictate that you're just gonna drink it all, like it's just not me. Nobody can keep alcohol in the house. I'm like, can I have this? Hey yo.
Prodigal Hill said you can give the drinks to him. You can give he'll give his drinks to you too. Everybody just give Lord.
We'll just shower you with drinks.
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows that, and whatever judgment, fuck y'all's judgment if you have it. Anybody, I'm a Scotch Irish Tennessee girl whose great granddaddy went to jail several times for making moonshine. So it's kind of
a lot of people may not know this, but this is before we end it. A lot of people don't know this, but you've known me and Mel for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Longer for me.
Longer for her, but
yes. Yeah. Longest for Mel.
I have known this girl half of my fucking life, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really have. You've known me. Hold on. I'm going to grab something. You've known me since. You did it. Good job. I didn't have one ready. Next on the next episode, I'm going to have a little machine that does it. What is happening? Like, I think my pants are eating my shirt. But Mel's known me ever since we sold books together at the bookstore. This.
I've known this girl for 20 years.
And that's amazing because that means she's known me since I was born because I am only 20 years old.
Right. I've known her since she came out of the womb.
Pretty much.
Mel is my mother, guys, ladies and gentlemen. I tried to hint at it with the umbilical cord comment way earlier in the show.
Damn.
No, wait. How about this? I'm Mel's mother. And Kevin. For me, I gotta go. I'm going to Montana. In my mind.
Well, before you go, if you can describe Mel in one word and me in one word, what would you tell people?
Bert and Ernie. Or if you would prefer a little bit older, Statler and Waldorf. Like the two old men that talk shit about everybody on the Muppets.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, that's terrible. You just said words. You didn't say no names. I would definitely say you're both so loyal and trustworthy. Like, dude, Mel, okay, quick story again. We're gonna be here forever, and that's fine with me. I'll just move right in here. I was in a terribly physically and mentally abusive relationship up until about 2 months ago. And Kev and Mel showed up and to help me get my things. And I had to rent a U-Haul. I have never driven a U-Haul. and I couldn't get it backed out of the big, large garage area of the building that we had pulled it into. So Kev was holding down the fort with their car so no one would steal it because it's downtown Nashville. And Mel is with me, and I'm like, I can't back this thing out. Mel gets in the driver's seat and proceeds to try to get it out of, and I would need to draw you guys a diagram because it was like impossible the way we had this motherfucker wedged, and we were like this close to the side of the garage door, and we're about to damage a bajillion-dollar building and a U-Haul, and Mel was stuck. She couldn't even get out of the door. She had it so wedged, and I will never forget her face looking over at me and going, if I may, hold on. Like I've never, and like when I saw, and so to illustrate my answer to your question in a long-winded way, when I saw Mel make that face and do that, that terrified me, because if she's tripping, shit's not good. Like if I'm tripping, it's just another day. I'm just dramatic like that. But when she lost her shit, I was like, oh my God, we're so fucked. We're all gonna die. We're dying. This is it. This is it. This is how I'm gonna go. I'm not even gonna get out of here. It's gonna be
oh my God, there was literally like a quarter of an inch between the U-Haul truck and the wall.
Dude. Like you got in there, like I fucked it up so bad, and you got in there and tried to help, and like it was just like my energy just kept making it worse. And I was just going, I don't know what to do with my hands, and I'm standing there trying to direct it, and it's just the maintenance man had to come out, and he's like a youth pastor, and all he kept saying was, what did he say? Aye.
I'm pretty sure he said, how in the actual F did you manage to get yourself
in this position? He was trying so hard not to say that F-bomb, and he made it through. Yeah. But oh my God, he's another one of those people, when he trips, it's sad. Something was way wrong. So anyway, so I would say that Mel is steadfast, and that Kev is loyal and reliable. There are bigger words for these things. I'm just not registering them right now. And I also feel like it's unfair to ask me for one word. So I'm going to do the same to you. You guys, this feels icky to me. Describe me in one word. Don't worry. I'll wait. Isn't it a hard question?
What?
To what? Describe me in one word. Did you guys just tune me out because I just ramble? Is that?
No, describe you in one word. Let's see.
Yeah, just pick. You have to pick one.
Pick one.
I didn't follow the rules, but you have to.
Do you want to go first?
You can go first. I have a word in mind. I'm just trying to find it the right way.
Lord, you're the most.
One word.
Selfless.
I wasn't ready for that.
That was the
selfless.
Word. That was what I was going to
No.
I would actually cry.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
that is not how I feel at all. But if that's how you guys see me, then people are better.
That's how I see you.
Yeah, I'm sitting here going. It's probably because I am selfless, I guess, and so I always feel selfish for any self-oriented thing.
I see you strong. And what I mean by that is you've been through a lot of shit.
Yeah, I think that's probably more like stupid, like bad decisions, but I will take strong any day. Thank you so much. I'm definitely strong enough to deal with the repercussions of my bullshit decisions. Stupid and strong. What a catch.
At Bronco Hill said I would probably be closer to Mill.
Sorry, I missed what was said.
I would probably be closer to Mill. Generally, when I am panicking, people know shit is hitting the fan. Yeah.
Oh, the shit is hitting the fan. I was like, what? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I commend anybody like you or Mel that are so good at holding it together. That's really selfless.
People have treated us like shit. Um,
I know
that
they.
We're not going to go there.
we're not.
And again, give me a list of their names and addresses. I just want to talk to them in their front yard. I'm gonna take these off. I'm gonna take these off, and we're gonna go. So just a chat, quick chat. Won't take long.
Hey,
Yeah, I can't imagine anybody doing that. I think that our audience would also agree that anybody that does you guys wrong is a sick person. So they're expendable.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, so okay, guys. Well, this has been lovely, and I just love these things. I really do love coming on you guys' show. Maybe I'll need to make my own podcast and have you guys on, and that'll be always back and forth.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. You guys think about what mine would be about.
Oh man.
Skeletons in the closet and how to bring them out and kill them.
I can see tarot card readings. I could see
Oh yeah, all the witchy stuff.
you doing reviews on Big Macs.
What Big Macs. I think I set my OnlyFans up completely wrong. I think I could have done a niche with just eating my favorite food all day long. God, instead I make things so hard. Oh, I did think about, or actually it was suggested by one of my housemates. I thought this was brilliant. Just do like a little podcast where I say really funny shit and tell funny stories while I'm taking a shit and call it shits and giggles. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
By the way, Laura, we need, like I said, on the phone, we need to get together, and I can do my my redneck gimmick with you.
Yes. Yeah, I do. I do. Okay, this turned into poop humor real quick. I do a lot of comedic characters, like fucking throw me a mullet wig and a NASCAR t-shirt, and I will rock Trailer Park Tammy or whatever that bitch thinks she is. I'll rock her shit. Hilarious. By the way, I just uploaded a really hilarious video to my TikTok. I'm not really much of a TikToker, but the shit that went down today with some of my fake hair extensions was hysterically funny. And
that damn weave.
Woo!
It's tumbleweed, y'all. Follow my TikTok. I think it's the Belle Witch, and it's like the first. It's the first thing that comes up on my profile because I just uploaded it. It's a combination of a video that I took of the situation happening and that my housemate took behind me, and I like did just go watch it if you really, really, really want to see some funny shit. And that's what I'm talking about too in a relationship. Somebody has to be able to accept that part of me and not just like the RuPaul's Drag Race over here. Because shit can get real funny. Okay, well, it's been nice talking to y'all, drag queens.
You tell.
And good luck on making them babies. Let's see, who else do I need to say goodbye to? I would say a John Cena reaction.
But I can't find my Cena.
Oh my god, he does this John Cena. He has a John Cena mask and he goes, "You better not. I'm John Cena."
Cracks me the fuck up. It really does. But
John Cena. That guy's never going to go away. All right. You know what? You know who does have to go away? Me.
Yes.
Not like forever. I just have to.
No.
Peace out.
just temporarily.
It's temporary.
Temporarily. Like for 5 minutes. So I can go do something else stupid and take a video of it and upload it. But yeah, anybody that wants to connect, I believe that my links are posted somewhere.
Your links are posted on the
In the
video.
ether.
Yes, ma'am.
Really, I just have to fart really fucking bad, and I'm not going to give you guys the satisfaction of hearing it.
Oh, damn it, man. No satisfaction.
I've been holding that son of a bitch in for hours. All right, guys. Well, it's your podcast. I'm not going to just be like, bye. I could Irish goodbye and just like click it off.
Thanks everybody for participating. Thank you, Belle, for coming on and
always
talking to us. And we will probably get together and do that Bats and Belle storyline because I think people are interested about where that story goes between both families and the whole Belle Witch story and stuff. Yeah,
it's like a creepier Hatfields and McCoys. And the last thing I'm going to say is, did these not look like vaginas? I just noticed that. My earrings look like vaginas with
The
crosses.
crazy part is there's a cross in the middle of it, so that's kind of weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
So that means, did you know I have the exact same birth chart as the Virgin Mary?
Do you really?
Yep, I
Nice.
will show you. And so that must mean that P.S. the Virgin shit was a lie. Anyway, thank you guys so much for having me on, and we will see you all soon. And I hope to connect with the rest of you as well.
All right.
Alrighty.
I'll call you guys in a minute.
Okay.
Love you guys. See you, everybody.
Like, share, sub, motherfuckers. See y'all guys a little bit. And by the way, Prodigal Hill, I got this coming up. I will be doing the whole CM Punk, Tony Khan, Media Scrum, the Young Bucks, and all that. We'll get into that. I think PK is supposed to be joining me with that, but who knows? I might just go ahead and just rip it up later or something like that. But otherwise, though, peace and love, everybody.
Have a good one.